Welcome one and all, session 12. I'm excited to finish up this dungeon. I'm on my laptop, so the recording might be a little scuffed, but whatever. We work with what we've got. Anyway, I think everyone's ready, so who wants to give us a bit of a recap?
So anyways, what happened?
Me! Okay. Session 11. It was the 16th of March in the year 2020.
16th of March?
Yes, I don't know the...
Wait, Eliza, 1 second. I just realized Brom's eyes fucked up. Oliver's
fixed
eyes
it already.
fucked up.
Oh, it was...
Oh,
Fix
it got
Brom,
Brom
fix
got his
Oliver.
eye replaced.
Yeah, Oliver's...
Yeah.
Oh, never mind. That's right.
Oliver just has to get a glass eye.
His eyes replaced.
Okay.
Yeah, he's just gonna get a glass eye.
Anyway.
Let me just use this hook and I'll fucking fix it.
Dot, dot.
I'll just hook my pupil and fucking fix that shit.
I'm doing my recap right now. Yeah, you do that.
Slips, goes right in the eye.
We entered the dungeon. Dot, dot. Beavis broke from the roof. Out of a rush of adrenaline, discovering the dungeon door. Anyways, it started on fire. I went back to the group. I let you guys know. Went back down the carpet. You guys found a trove full of boxes, crates, things like that. You picked up a purple metal. Yes. Anyway.
How would you know Beavis?
Anyway. Imagine if I gave recaps only from Beavis' perspective.
I have a
So
question, Eliza.
I
Is
ran
this...
and killed myself.
No, is this a side quest or is this? I can't remember.
The queen gave us this agenda.
Okay.
Like a main mission. Our
Okay.
next meeting.
Thank you.
Anyways, I found a door down the passageway that I went. Oh yeah, the hallway was on fire because Brown kept throwing torches onto the carpet.
Yeah.
Anyway,
That's exactly the reason.
I opened the door. And I was greeted by 5 donuts. Just kidding, that wasn't their name. I thought Elliott said donuts like 3 times. It's the
Dolgaunt.
Dolgons.
Yeah.
And a werewolf. That was actually a werewolf. It was actually
Dolgru.
I wrote that down. I was a Dolgru. Like you were anyway. But I got grappled, got sucked on for a good solid 2 months.
Whoa.
Almost died. And then oh yeah, I went to use my broomstick and shot it at myself. And killed me and one other nasty. But anyway, the Atonement reassembled to rescue Beavis. They came down the passageway and saw the flame corpse of the donut. Yeah, and then oh yeah, Brown revived me. Charlemagne went down. It's Crimeny's first turn.
Eliza's mic is...
Oh yeah, Eliza,
What?
your mic is like killing my ears. Sorry.
Anyway, and then Charlemagne was live. I think I
Yeah, so... Does anybody else have anything to add?
We went into a room, discovered some really old magical weapons that didn't seem to have any particular enchantment, but they were radiating some kind of magical enchantment. And then we found a really fucked up, mutated long garb dudes, bugbear. We were deciding between taking a short rest or just doing a prayer of healing.
Or both.
I thought you guys did
Or both.
take a rest, because I remember rolling for Charlemagne.
Yeah, Angel was... Angel was asking...
Well, the thing is,
Took
we're
a
rolling.
quick rest, I think.
if there was a point to her still doing the healing if we're going to do a rest
Because the thing is we.
when we were deciding.
Why is Charlemagne still like? Was he not adding any of the healing
He
from?
rolled really bad.
Yeah,
Quick rest
because
does not heal that much. That's why you don't get stamina. You don't get vitality back from a quick rest. You get stamina.
That was only like 10 minutes, right?
Yeah.
Well, my only thing is,
Let me
I'm
look at it. A quick rest is a 5-minute period. You only get stamina back.
Okay. Well, the only thing is how was he brought up? Is he brought up by a cure wounds or a potion?
I don't remember.
Because if it was a potion, he should have at least gotten 44 plus 4, which is a minimum of 8.
Well, he
Unless
got
he-
smacked again. I'm pretty sure.
Okay. Well, we need some way of keeping Charlemagne alive.
Do I have? I think I have. Let me check my characters.
You might still have
I vote for
potions,
taking a
actually.
short rest, because I get my abilities back in a short rest. So I'm going to shrink back down.
I
Well,
used
bef-
one potion on Andrew. That's how he's up right now.
Have we taken the rest yet, or is this? Are we decide? Oh no, we did already take the rest. Never mind.
Yeah,
So-
I have a standard potion of vitality I can use.
I think it's better to take a rest instead of wasting the potion.
Okay.
I already took the rest. So hold on to that.
Wait, did we take the 10-minute rest or the short rest?
10-minute rest.
Why is it 5 minutes?
The quick rest is the. Oh wait, it's 5-minute rest. Sorry, quick rest is 5 minutes.
Why don't we just do a short? Do you guys want to do a short rest? Because I know some of you used your abilities, and I don't know how people get their abilities back, whether it's a long rest or short rest.
Yeah, I wouldn't say no to that because I could also get my mana. I can get my mana back on any short rest, right?
Man,
Either.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Sure.
how long is it?
Much money.
A short rest.
Isn't it a half hour? I think that's
Yeah,
what you changed it to.
30 minutes.
So it'd be what, 25 more minutes?
Yeah.
You guys down for that?
Yeah.
How long's a long rest?
A long rest is like a whole day at like a town or something.
I'd rather a whole short rest.
How much mana do we get back during that short rest?
You don't get any for a short rest. You get some back for half rest.
I think we should do a half rest.
Half
Yeah.
rest is 4 hours.
You do have that Pearl of Power, by the way, Angel. That's
Yeah,
the
but I don't
addition.
know it.
Well,
It's
yeah,
only-
you're-
One use. It's once per day you get that.
And we're still on that first day, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna save it for right now. 6 is fine. It's okay. I will be fine.
Alright.
Can I try and is there any way to help Charlemagne while he heals during the short rest? Can I try and help stitching him or something like that? I mean, I imagine I would need to be provision and medicine if I have any. Do I?
Am I?
I'm not. Can I? I'm
Oh,
proficient in persuasion. Can I sweet talk his little
Oh.
wounds closed?
Alex,
Yes.
can I just keep Siphon out? Can I not put it away?
Yeah, you can.
Okay. Just in
Can
the
I
hopes
do-
that I find an enemy and I can shoot him and take his health with a crit.
Can I do some stitching?
It's assumed during a rest you guys are like patching yourselves. That's what a rest is.
Nice.
So you
That's
won't
my
get
own
any
iPhone.
bonuses. So here, you guys all take a rest. So anything that says it's a short rest cooldown, you read.
We can't throw that out.
How are you guys keeping watch? You guys are in this.
Supposed to go to like a
Hostile
Best
Buy.
Yeah. Yeah.
How are
They
you
have the
guys,
proper
how are
way
you
to-
guys fortifying this place? What are you doing?
Well, we're doing short
Wait, I don't mean to interrupt, guys, but Elliott was shifting around with the technology in our drawer, and we found his old iPhone 4.
Yeah.
His old iPhone 4, and it's fucking exploded, and the battery is like a pillow.
Holy shit.
We need to take this to a Best Buy so we can dispose of it. We're gonna have a fucking fire in our house. That's what happens with old batteries.
I didn't know they exploded like that.
During
Yeah,
the
I
short
can,
rest?
I can keep a watch out.
Well, I think you're healing yourself. Isn't it like the point of a short rest? You're stitching wounds and stuff?
Couldn't I?
I'm good right now. I'm gonna keep up Hermetic Intuition and just specifically look for any magical creatures or anything. Oh, were the creatures? Did I notice that the creatures are magical that we
How
killed?
many torches did you use?
4. I think I have 6 left. Said 10.
Yeah, there we go. Burns for 1 hour. Okay.
Mhm. I'll go out into the hallway and grab the torch that I. Oh no, I dropped the torch right here. So I'll. There's like somewhere right there, I believe.
Yeah, it's where part of the so anything that says it's a short rest cooldown, you get that back.
What about stamina?
I have 3.
So for healing, you can roll up to a number. Let me see this. You can roll up to half your vitality dice to recover stamina, and you add your con modifier to each roll. So this is only stamina. So if you want to recover stamina, you can roll however many of your vitality, up to half your vitality dice, and add your con mod to each roll. So your vitality dice are those AD and CD dice.
Oh, I don't want to waste those on like a little bit of stamina. I'm good. You good?
Yeah, let's.
What's my guy's stamina? Okay, got hit.
You got hit a little bit.
Oh,
You're at 6. You're at 21 out of 51.
Okay. Yeah. 'cause he's shrieking.
I feel like we're gonna end up running into some more enemies. So before we potentially get ambushed, I think it might be a good idea to heal myself with the standard potion of healing. Because we just made a bunch of noise.
Does Brom? Did you answer my question earlier, Alex? Did Brom notice if the creatures that he fought were magical at all with their hermetic intuition?
I'd say they ping magically.
Oh, so I would be looking out like through the walls, through the floor to see if there's, or even especially the hallway, to see if there is anything approaching, and I'd be kind of keeping a perimeter.
Or are you like pacing the room?
I'd be keeping a perimeter. I would be pacing the room.
Okay. I assume you're closing that door.
Yeah.
Can I use my potion of vitality?
Yeah.
Do I just hit healing?
Yep.
On it?
Well, make sure you heal your stamina first before, or never mind. It's gonna do your HP points first. Anyways.
Well, I don't have a stamina potion.
Well, no, it's just vitality potions now. There's no more stamina potions.
Okay.
Any ability that says it's a short rest, you get that back.
Oh, any ability that I have that's a short rest?
Yeah, so you get your mana back.
Okay.
Add 13 to your vitality. We only have a D4 vitality die, so you can roll that and add your con modifier to heal if you want.
Wait, so you can't roll class dice doing this?
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Wait, I'm confused. So what do I do?
Add the 13 points you rolled to your health.
Okay. Alright.
And then you can spend up. So if you look at your character sheet, Andrew, you see how there's like D8s, CD, or AD maybe.
Yeah.
You can spend. How many of those do you have? You should have how many? Or you should have 4. But how many do you see on your sheet?
I see 1 out of 3 and 1 out of 1.
Okay. So you can spend up to half of your total. I imagine, is it half total or half of what he currently has when he starts the rest? Okay. So you can spend those last 2 in order to try and heal your stamina. So you roll I imagine it's a D8. You roll.
Is anyone keeping watch in any way?
Yeah, I'm walking the perimeter and looking for more magical creatures.
So I can roll once.
You can roll you can roll those last 2 die, and then add your your fucking yeah.
And you heal that much stamina.
I'm putting my ears up against each door.
Make a perception check, Leo.
And Brom, does he notice any pings of anything past any of the walls that he's walking around?
Can I do sorry.
You get pings through this door.
Oh, one sec. Pings through this door? Are they moving? Are they staying still?
They're staying still.
So can I do 2d8 plus 4 then? Because that's my constitution is plus 2.
Yeah.
Yes. So yeah, 2d8 plus 4.
Okay.
Do I hear anything from this northernmost door?
No, you don't. That's a good roll.
Nice.
I'm gonna go right here. Do the same thing.
Yeah, you can. You don't. This
Whew.
place is pretty quiet.
I'll walk back towards the group and let them know that there's something, either it's magical objects or magical creatures beyond this door. I opened it.
It's not up.
Or it's a trap. I don't know.
Did
Magical
Crimeny
trap.
want to heal at all, or is he?
Yeah. Well, how do you mean, heal? I'm sorry. I got a little busy with this. My bad.
It's
Yeah,
all
what are you
good.
looking for?
Do you want to roll any of your vitality dice to heal on your rest?
Sure.
Right,
So you can roll up to
use
half of your
two.
total.
You have 2d8.
Okay. 2d8?
Yeah, and then you can add your Constitution modifier to each of them. So if you want to roll 2d8, add 2d8 plus 6.
Okay.
Plus 3.
No, because I don't have the box anymore.
You add it for each die.
Oh.
Yeah, plus 6 would be superhuman.
Does he reroll ones or no?
No.
Okay. So
Alright,
3 plus
so-
6, so you gain 9 stamina points back.
Well, 2d8 plus... Oh, wait, is it 2d8 then plus 6?
Yes, 2d8 plus 6.
9 points?
Yeah.
Okay.
You get clear back.
I don't think he used any of his grit or his moxie or whatever you call it.
No, I don't get those back on a short rest.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, grid is a short rest. Yeah, if you guys want to keep track of that, in those little boxes, the resource boxes, you can tick SR or LR just to remind yourself of your like recharge abilities. I can also add more boxes if you want me to, so you can label them yourselves and keep track.
Wait, what are recharge abilities?
No, you're just talking about when your abilities recharge.
The boxes that you tick off.
Yeah,
when
the
you
boxes you tick off with your mana and your reaction points. And
Oh,
So, like,
I'm gonna mute real quick.
your spell points come back after a short rest for Warlock.
okay.
If you want
Alright,
to
let
mute
me-
real quick, I'll tell you what I was doing over here.
Probably the electric
Oh,
drill, inventory, and the biscuit.
there, you can fill them out. Add to the box.
Wait, do Beavis's biscuits actually provide healing?
You do.
Well, that's the thing I wanted to bring up. Is their chef skill is supposed if we start a fire or started a fire at the start of the short rest, we gain a bonus to how much we heal because of her chef thing. If she makes food while we're short resting.
Oh, wait, I'm gonna message you on Discord, Leo.
How much more do we heal?
As a part of a short rest, you can cook special food, provide you have ingredients to cook the one hand. So that's 6.
So we would all heal 6 more points?
No. We have creatures. I can use creatures.
On Foundry, I miss.
At the end of the short rest, any creature who wastes food and spends 1 or more hit points, to regain hit points, an extra 1d8 hit points. So everyone
Yeah,
Could
so
we-
everyone who rested can add 1d8 to their stamina.
Are you kidding me? I get 1.
So we'll roll an
Leo, I
additional
messaged
D8.
you on Foundry.
Thank you.
Wow, I got a 1 as well.
That's a d8.
Nice.
Oops.
Oh, actually,
I got another 1.
Wait.
You got another 1? That's better than nothing. Maybe that one keep you
Yeah.
alive.
Wait, everyone gets a D8.
Whoever rested.
I feel like I cooked me shitty. And everyone was just talking like that.
Did you hear that, Andrew?
Say it again.
You gain an additional D8 of healing.
Oh,
From Beavis' chef feat.
so
E8.
Nice, Leo.
Oh. Well, does that go to a stamina?
I don't know either, right?
Beavis, what did you cook us?
Yeah, what'd you cook, Beavis?
I made
Yay!
nasty chicken soup.
chicken soup.
I thought you said
It's
Beavis,
chicken
you're
soup, but she used the ration, which isn't chicken.
Beavis,
it's
we're
called
eating your
chicken soup.
cousins.
Oh,
Exactly.
it's like that one Disney World trip where I was feeding turkey to the storks that were following me.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure that was in violation of some kind of Geneva Code or something.
Alright, so what are you guys doing now?
Brom's continuing to pace and see if there's any other creatures. By this time, would Brom have already gone by each door?
Yeah.
I imagine.
I want to inform everyone that I smell something really smelly from the top door.
What?
The top door.
Yes.
Are
What's
there
the top?
Are there any like keyholes on any of these doors?
I think keyholes
Keyholes. KEY.
make a lot more sense.
Yes, but not that you can see through.
Wait, where are these doors again?
Little door circles.
Oh, okay.
Can
You know
I?
what would have been really helpful is if I got a small square mirror so I can kind of like look behind corners and shit.
While we're
Okay,
Alex, I have a question.
Yeah.
So I can't remember. Can I load like special bullets in my weapon, or are they just regular?
You're just
Regular round.
The
Okay.
magical infinite ammo you get is just regular.
Okay.
Is there anything under the table?
Under the table?
Yeah.
You see there's some some really gross green stains. Like some mushrooms growing.
Is there anything on the other tables?
What kind of mushrooms?
Actually, reading it over, Charlemagne, you can make any type of mundane bullet you can think of.
When Brom goes over here, I'm not controlling Brom, I'm controlling Crimeny.
What you doing?
If I put Brom's mechanical head against the door, do I hear anything?
Make a perception check.
Now, when you say that, like I can make any sort of mundane bullet, can those bullets have any different like damage abilities, or are they just all?
They have to be as long as they're non-magical, like real, actually plausible bullets, then whatever you can think of.
Okay.
5!
Shit.
No.
Actually, wait, that's shotgun.
Guys, I think the wood, the grain of the wood is talking to me.
I want to peek through the top door.
He wants to
Go
pee.
ahead, open it.
Oh, another?
I can't hear
A
it.
bunch of the torches are starting to die out.
Well, if they're starting to die out, there's a bunch of torches on the wall. I'll pick up one and start lighting some of the torches on the walls.
Alright.
Alex is like, I'm tired of you metagaming, Oliver.
It's not metagaming, there's a map in front of me.
I know, I'm just joking.
I need to just put torches down.
What?
Alright.
Oh,
Yeah, so you open the door, Leo, and you see what looks to be like a kitchen.
food!
Food. I want to investigate.
Do we
Is
know
that where the sickly smell is coming from?
Is our rest over
Yeah,
now,
and
or are
it
we good?
smells awful. That kitchen smells awful.
Like, I got excited.
Brom's gonna slowly peek as quietly as he can, kind of. I do have grease. Is there door hinges? Are the door hinges visible to me through this door?
No.
Okay. Well, Brom is going to grab the door handle and lift the door, kind of not like off its hinges, but slightly lift it so it's not going to creak as much. And then he's going to slowly open it and try and see what's in there.
And I will say, you have noticed so far all the doors you've opened have been super creepy.
Okay.
It almost
Doors
seems
were-
intentional. So you're not
Don't
sure how
open-
well that'll go.
What if there's
Alex?
Yes.
No, don't open it.
Okay. Brom's it's still gonna slowly open up the door, like it's just kind of.
Wait. I pause Brom. And I say, hey, big guy, you're kind of like a neon sign. How about I handle this, and like I'll turn myself invisible in case something's on the other side.
So just a door opens for no reason. Okay, I'll step off.
I think it's a little less suspicious for a door to open potentially
true,
for
it's
no
true, it's true.
reason.
I'll step off to the side.
Give me a second. Let me make my. I forgot I didn't have this in invisibility condition mark.
Get it?
I'm good.
I'm putting everything back in here. I'm
Like, through the wall.
Oh wait, do I have to select it at like a different level? No. Okay.
I mean, it's always going to be cast at second level. I mean, no, you have one free cast because of your feat, right?
Well, no, this is an innate spell casting, so it's not even gonna.
Yeah, I know. You have one free cast of invisibility because of your feat.
Yeah, you have shadow touched, right?
Yeah.
Then yeah, you get
Oh.
one free casting of.
If you want to use this for your coin.
I mean, at that, like, if I use.
Spelling invisible, right?
INVISIBILITY.
Me.
Alright.
I always confuse. Whenever I hear ability in it, I put A, and then I'm like, because it's invisibility, but it's IB instead of AB.
I have a question though. So, like, say it casts the second time, would this cost a mana point? Even though it's innate spell casting, it's not like
It's the first
okay.
time.
Yeah, the feat specifically says you get one free casting of invisibility
Oh, okay.
per day.
Okay.
Making sure.
No, you're fine. I'm just-
What's up?
Can I investigate this?
So
What
we're
do you
gonna
say?
go one. Yeah, we're gonna go one person at a time. Let's see.
Okay.
So Shar, you're invisible. We'll get back to you. Ara and Leo, you guys up top. What are you guys doing? So there's only the light that's peeking in from the torches. Brom is lit.
Right. We also have dark vision.
Okay. Yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm kind of just looking around, see what I can find.
Yeah. You see a wine rack, full of a bunch of different bottles. You see some sacks that seem to have been full with what was food at some point, but is now just covered in mushrooms and rotted mush. It's just black and white, and then covered in.
Is that where the smell's coming from?
Yeah. It's
I'm like,
Open it.
I make like a quiet joke. I'm like, Beavis, you could learn something from them.
make a Constitution save.
Oh God.
Jimmy!
Did he try eating something?
I don't know.
You're dead.
Hang on, wait.
This is probably centuries old rot.
Oh.
I mean, at that point, it's just gone.
17.
Yeah, you managed not to hurl.
And he just swallows it back.
Yeah, you swallow back some upchuck, but
Ugh.
Takes it as a good time and collects like 2 of them.
you're not there.
Damn it!
You need to move yourself there.
Can I move myself?
I'm just gonna walk away from that thing.
Yeah, you're cleaning the dishes.
Oh, I
Where's the wine?
The wine's over here.
There's some wine next to me too. Can I like take a bottle of wine and put it in my pocket?
Sure. Add to your inventory a bottle of wine.
Nope.
They're all suffering from cork rot.
Hey, wine ages.
I know, but the corks don't.
Do this.
Oh. Huh?
Do I see her take the bottle of wine?
I mean, are you being stealthy about it, Ara? You're just taking it.
I'm just taking it.
Yeah, I mean, you just see her take a bottle of wine.
I mean, imagine how fun that is. You got the bag of holding, and you can just grab stuff and whoop.
mean, who
Can
has
I-
the bag?
Ara.
I want to open one up and then sniff
Ara
it.
has
And
Yeah, we
I did.
gave it to her last session because she got the highest passive perception,
Yeah, are you
just so it doesn't
holding
get
onto that, Ara,
stolen.
or is it in the bag of holding?
What?
Are you holding onto that, or is that the bag of holding?
I'll hold on to it.
Can I make my way over to them?
Yeah. So you walk in completely invisible.
Wait, Andrew, our plan. Where you going?
Okay, sorry, I thought we were at that top door. My mistake.
How dare
Nah,
you? We're just
Which
doing it
door
one by
is
one.
bottom?
It's all
Are you
happening
guys-
at the same time. We're
Are
just
you guys
doing it
doing
one by
anything
one.
else in the kitchen?
Oh, can I put my ear up to the door and listen? Like to the room next to me? Like-
Make a perception check.
oh, hang on. I was trying to add the bottle of wine.
You're good.
A bottle of wine.
18.
You don't hear. It's rather quiet in this structure.
I'm gonna wait to open it then. You can make your rounds.
All right. Charlemagne and Brom, what are you guys doing? And Crimeny, are you with them, or where are you?
I don't have dark vision, so I'm gonna stay here where it's lit up, just so I kind of want to stay between the groups, so wherever shit goes down, I can respond and help out.
All right. So you're just staying in between.
Yeah.
Brom and Char, what are you guys doing?
You
So,
can open up the
which
door,
door-
right, without ending his invisibility. It's only when you attack someone or cause them to make a saving throw that it gets dropped. Okay.
It's this door right here, correct?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't mean to open
it.
I didn't mean to open it.
How dare you?
Okay, so
So I do the 3, 2, 1, and I'm like, I got my great sword and I'm ready to fucking swing, and I imagine he opens it.
I
Just
try to.
decapitate Charlemagne.
Oh, can I try and open this door very quietly?
Oh, we didn't even check if it's locked. Is it locked?
It's not locked. You go to start pushing it, and you hear just a creaking.
And it's the door itself that's not magical. Right? It's not magical, right? It's something beyond it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Didn't we come through that door?
No,
No, that was the middle one on the right
Never
side.
mind.
It was this door that we came in.
Yeah.
But so I try to quietly open this door.
It is not very quiet.
Okay.
The
At that
doors,
point, you might as well open up quickly.
the doors seem to be intentionally made to make noise when they open.
it's an alarm.
I'm gonna slowly walk in while invisible.
You see, looks to be like a storage room.
Okay.
Do I hear anything?
Can I try and like maybe detect some enemies?
Make a perception check.
I'll also do the same thing. The first thing I'm going to take note of is each of the magical pings, and they're not leading to an enemy source, I imagine.
Oh no, you're pinging at boxes.
Okay.
Do I get any advantage because I'm invisible?
No.
Damn it.
I'll, as quietly
Ooh.
as I... Oh, okay.
Ooh.
You look around, you're not seeing any hostile creatures.
Does he hear anything or anything? Anything interesting in the room?
There are racks full of weapons, resources. You see flasks of oil. You see bedrolls.
I'll grab those.
A ton of stuff.
Okay, I'll take the flasks of oil. How many flasks? Because I already have some in my inventory. You might as well add to it.
Flasks of what?
Can I take 2 of those
How
flasks?
many do you want to take?
I'll take 10 flasks of oil.
Alright.
Can I take 2 of those?
Sure.
I actually don't have flasks of oil. I have jars of grease, which is kind of gross.
Actually, make that 3. I'm gonna take 3.
I'll add the flasks of oil.
Oh, okay. I'll just
You
delete the
said
flasks of oil I
you
have.
said there's weapons in this room. Can we see if there's any firearms?
Well, okay, you can do what you're doing, but Brom's gonna walk to each door and see if there's anything
Here,
pinging
I'm adding
beyond it,
one oil flask to each of your inventories.
and then
change
I'll
the
adjust
number.
it.
Yeah, adjust the number to however you want.
50! Everyone's getting covered in oil, and then I just put produce flame in my hand, light everyone on fire.
It's pretty dark in here, right?
Yeah.
I would have gone back and grabbed one of the torches off the sconce and just walk in with a torch. Off the wall. Does it come off?
Yeah.
The room explodes. There's fucking noxious gas everywhere. Brom just didn't notice.
How do we add another or more flasks of oil?
Later.
Uh,
Later.
So go to the oil flask, hit the little edit item button next to the trash bit.
Uh-huh.
And then on the left, quantity. Under the...
Oh, okay.
So does Brom notice any pings beyond any of the doors?
Notice a ping through this wall.
Okay.
Notice no other pings.
Okay, so Brom's gonna go over to the first crate, or the nearest crate, and open it that has magic stuff in it. Like great sword, just...
It is these purple ingots.
Okay. I'll just grab them, I guess. Put them in my backpack. I'll carry a lot.
The crate's full of ingots. How many pounds?
Okay, that changes things. I'll go to the next crate and see what it is.
Just crossbow bolts. Purple tip.
That's useful. I imagine, is it the crate filled, or is it just like quivers and quivers of crossbow bolts? How's it stored? Okay, that's dangerous. So I'll grab. I don't know one uses a crossbow in this group. Are there any arrows in the crate? Any longer ones?
Not in that crate, no.
Okay, I'll check another crate. So there were 3 pings?
Bunch of no, there are just a bunch of pings.
Oh, okay. Bunch of daggers, you said?
Bunch of daggers.
Okay, I'll grab. How many members do we have in our group? I'll grab 6 daggers. Are they just sheaths, or are they just bare daggers in the crate?
They're sheaths.
Okay, so I'll grab 6 sheaths, 6 daggers, and I'll just toss them in my...
Or history check. Actually, what kind of skill check? What kind of skill check do you think it would be to determine a metal?
Can
if it's a magical one, I'm a magical being, and I am skilled with magic, or at least recognizing different forms of magic. So I do Arcana, and I have advantage on that too. So I prefer that.
Is there any way Brom can tell if there's any guns in these crates?
Make a history check.
19 total.
History for guns?
For Oliver.
That is Bayesh. It's this rare, hard and dense metal with a purple sheen. You got 19?
Yeah, 19.
Roll me a material check as well. You rolled material, right?
Already, yeah. Would investigation work to see if I can find something?
Yeah, you know Bayesh is particularly potent against aberrant creatures.
Okay. That would help, because we just discovered something was abnormal.
Is there any way I can use that metal to, like, make bullets out of it?
Potentially.
Just standard,
anti-alien bullets.
I nudge Brom while still invisible, and I'm like, hey, give me some of those, like, pointing at the crossbow bolts.
You can't see. Yeah,
Well,
you're invisible. You're pointing and he's...
Oh.
He doesn't...
Well, the funny thing is we found raw ingots. You're not going to make bullets out of crossbow bolts.
Well, I can melt them down.
Well, there's raw ingots there, for literally meant for making things. Is there more? Are there more crates?
Daggers, right?
Yeah, 6 of them.
Bayesh or Bayesh?
Bayesh.
Are any of the weapons on the walls magical? Or is it just the crates?
There are some weapons on the I forgot what they're called, the shelves that are magical.
Any larger ones like scimitars, rapiers, great swords?
There are a bunch of short swords. You see a maul. There's a glaive.
Okay. Any full sets of plate armor just sitting there?
Nope.
Okay. And then I already went through 3 magic boxes. Are there more magic boxes?
Yeah. It'll be more
Okay.
of the same.
Yeah, I imagine. I'll grab 2 of the short swords, one for Charlemagne and one for whatchamacallit, Angel or Ara, and then I'll you said that there was magic pings beyond this wall right here.
Give me a second. I'm adding those short swords.
Are you done with the popcorn?
Oh, can I have the pop? Can I have popcorn?
It's in the cabinet, Andrew. You just gotta pop it.
I'm gonna give you the remainder. And
Okay.
you can pay for it.
You're grabbing 2?
I got it.
Yeah, 2.
By Ash short sword. Okay.
Yeah, I'll definitely take a short sword.
And is there a greatsword at all around or no? You said there's a maul, a glaive. If there's not, that's fine. I'm not gonna look too hard for it.
Make an investigation.
22. 21, my bad.
You find this really nice looking purple longsword. Great sword.
Okay. Greatsword, okay. I'll grab it and stow it away. I believe it takes a long rest in order to inscribe new runes onto items, so I can't use it right now, but I'll grab it for potential later use. Just a last thing. I'll walk over to this door, and I want to see if there's like a hallway or a room or something that extends to this other side. Actually, before I even do that, we're getting too far ahead of ourselves. I want to go back and just meet up with the group and let them know what I found. Like, I found a whole armory if they want to look through it too.
Alright, so you guys hear Brom come back and start shouting out to you guys.
Not shouting, but just being like, hey, guys. Psst. Leotorin, why are you green?
Before we head back, do I see any like edible food or supplies for food?
There's
In here?
nothing edible.
And when I step into their room in order to like let them know, do I notice any magical pings in that room?
Through the wall to the left.
You're stepping
At the door they were by, the closed door.
Yeah.
Okay. Damn it, Alex! You know my ADHD can't handle all these different fucking goddamn magical. Why did I choose this class? I gotta look at everything now.
Shar, what are you doing while invisible? Are you still roaming about? Or-
Sounds like you're saying Bashar. I know you're saying Char. Yeah.
Charlie.
He stepped away in order to pop popcorn.
Yeah, so
I imagine he's following me.
We should call him Charlie Embers.
actually you do notice something magical inside of the kitchen.
Where?
Where is it?
That you see there is a very nice looking kitchen knife.
Bitch!
Is it the one that's literally on the table right here?
Definitely want to follow along too.
They make
Okay.
magic food.
I pick it up, and kind of flip it in my hands.
You gotta
Do I
give it a
notice? Are there any symbols on it that make it stand out? Is there anything that is it? I also pull out one of the Bashar the Shart daggers, and I hold them next to each other. Similar metal.
No, it's not by Esh.
Okay.
I will send into media. This is what the knife looks like.
Oh,
Wait, Oliver, what did you pick up so far?
Oh shit.
Got runes on it. Can I read the runes on it? What do they say?
They're just magical enchanted runes. They pretty much say like
for
cook,
everyone.
clean, dice.
I pull out one of my rations that I carry for some reason because I don't eat.
Hi, Gretchen.
And that's a point of contention. Would I have benefited from Chef earlier because I don't eat?
Oh no.
Okay, well I only gained 1 HP point from that because I rolled a D8 and rolled a 1, so I'll lower it by 1. That's fine. But I'll pull out one of the rations that I have absolutely. No, I'll pull out the soup that Eliza made or Beavis made for us that I didn't eat because I'm just carrying it in my pocket, my soup pocket, and then I pull out like something that was in it, a solid, and I chop with it. Does it do anything?
It cuts through.
Okay.
Bring Maki out. Is this something that you?
Maki with us.
Hold on. Is this something that you really want to know? Because he probably could tell us.
We can figure it out after, like once we leave. But we can do it now. You can. I imagine you can just pop his head out, and he just like, as fucking horrific as that is. Oh, it's all or nothing. Okay.
Yeah.
No Amir's head.
Well, you're the one in control. You can do it, unless you're asking me if specifically if.
Yeah, I'm asking you.
Okay. No, I don't think it's a good idea.
Okay.
Especially considering there's some kind of magical force beyond the door, and I now telling you guys that there's something blipping on the other side of the door. But I'll find Beavis and give her the magical chef knife because she's the one who cooks. Beavis, you have a magical chef knife.
I did say if we're meeting up or whatever, I would have followed along with them.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
I'm just gonna send that over there.
I went into the kitchen.
Make dinner together.
I have a magical what knife?
Oh, what?
Chef?
We found him. It's in look at media. It's like a Damascus chef knife that we found.
I think that was a shiv knife.
Mark-
A shiv
Mark-
knife.
You already. It's already on here.
You want one?
I'm good.
Yeah. Bring one.
I don't know where this headphones put it.
So what else are you guys doing?
I'm just waiting for Andrew to get back because I don't know if there's gonna be enemies or something. We're gonna forget about him again.
Can I try taking a sip out of one of the wine bottles? How does it taste?
It's
Well,
really good.
to metagame just slightly real quick, when wine bottles get really, really old, the cork rots. And so while the wine will stay fine, the cork falls apart, or it doesn't hold its shape as well as it used to. So when you go to pull it out, it falls apart and crumbles and goes right into the wine bottle, or it spoils the wine. So that's one of the major things. Like people love old wine, but if you don't have the tools to get the neck of the wine bottle cut off, you can potentially spoil your wine completely with all the poisonous shit they put in the corks.
I'm back.
What did you recently put there?
Listen, this is
Where's everyone gone?
It's a magic cork.
Where are you guys?
We all went in the kitchen.
All right,
But at this point, I'll let them know there's a magic ping behind this door, and I'll let them know we came from an armory. And I'll hand each member, now that everyone's here besides Crimeny, I'll move them over here. I'll hand each of you guys a magic dagger, and say it's made out of Bayash.
Do we just handle it?
And it seems to be effective against aberrations. And then I'll let them know that there is more magical stuff north of the armory.
Could I ask real quick, what is an aberration?
It's like essentially an alien.
Oh, okay. So like otherworldly things?
Yeah.
Okay.
So mark yourself down to 1 dagger.
Am I the one who's passing it to everyone?
Yeah.
I have a question
in
about the dagger.
the game.
Oh, what was that, bro?
There's the option to give people items. Am I doing that, or am I just marking it down to 1?
I don't have that module. So.
Oh, okay.
I have a question about the dagger.
Yes.
Does it do? Is it any less proficient against things that aren't aberrations than like a normal dagger?
You're not sure.
Is there any way I can check that?
Make a history make a history check or materia check.
Materia. Oliver, do you want to buff me on this? Is there any way for you to buff me?
Yeah, I'll help. I'll just let him know what I know about Bayash.
Leo, I'm gonna message you on Discord this time.
Not fair. This will actually be so insane.
Oliver, are you sending me something?
No.
We've been keeping things.
Alright, I also give the 2 short swords to Ara and Leotorin and tell them that they all seem to be made out of the same material.
Cool.
So,
oh, do I make my history check though?
yeah, I was helping him because I'm proficient in materia. Oh, history? I thought you were making materia.
Oh, it doesn't matter. I can do it.
Well, I'm proficient in materia, so I can help you with that.
Okay, then I'll do materia.
You already
It's
made
the
this
same.
check. So he can't.
He already made the check?
You already did.
When I'm confused.
Brom, you already made this check.
Oh, for the daggers and stuff? Okay.
Yeah, to determine what the method is.
Alright, never mind then, that's fine.
Picture.
Oh, do I just do a normal roll?
Yeah.
Oh.
You don't know.
Okay.
And I'll get rid of the short swords out of my inventory.
Yeah. Alright, so what are you guys doing?
And then I'll give everyone 2 vials of oil. Or 1 vial of oil, my bad.
I private
Mark it down by 6. I'm just making this job hard for you, Alex, at this point. Well, we can do that later, actually. There's so much oil you gotta spread between you want.
But it is definitely
It's good to be prepared. Alright, so where do you guys want to go? Do you want to see what's beyond this door, or do you want to see what's beyond the armory?
I kind of want to see what's by the door or through the door. Can I open it?
Did you already check to see or
Wait,
or anything?
I'm
This is Brom
invisible.
speaking. I don't know in the game if you've already tried to hear anything.
Did
There
Brom
was
say that he
anything.
noticed something moving on the outside of the door with magic or whatever? I don't remember.
I checked that earlier, and none of the pings are moving.
Okay.
Oh, well, that's it. I didn't do it for here. Is the ping moving at all on the other side? Now that we're being loud and talking? Okay.
If it's not moving, I feel totally fine opening the door. So.
Well, wait, should I open it? I'm invisible. Like,
Oh,
I think with how loud the door
I just don't
is,
want anyone to die.
it wouldn't really matter. And if anyone's going to take a hit, Brom can definitely take one. And
Oh, thank you for
definitely
volunteering me.
I can definitely take one since we have, I think, the highest.
Well, you're at half right now, so
I am?
that is
Oh,
true.
yeah, that's right.
If someone's gonna open up a door, I might as well be the person who's probably can take the hit.
Well, I am
'Cause
also
you're all
invisible.
pansies. That's true.
But if it's a trap, it's going to be set in a specific direction. If it's
Oh,
dead
if it's
on,
the
not
door's
gonna
not
matter.
magical, right? The magical ping that I'm noticing.
No.
Okay.
It doesn't matter. If
That brings a
everyone can
good
avoid
question, Alex. Another good point of contention. With my ability to see magic, can I see Andrew? Like a ping of Andrew?
Yeah.
I imagine it would still cause disadvantage.
Yeah.
But I can at least track where he's
It's just a-
going. Yeah. Beavis, do you like
Yeah.
your chef knife?
So I'm gonna try and slowly and quietly. Oh wait, before I do that, do you want to like put oil on the hinges? Maybe try and make it quieter.
You
Are there
can't-
hinges visible?
Brom keys on the hinges.
No, these are fortress doors. It seems like these doors were made to be creaky and without hinges, so if anyone ever broke in, there would be no easy way to get around without making noise.
Okay.
What if I casted Thaumaturgy?
Not sure.
What is thaumaturgy?
I can't make things
Click
quiet,
enter.
right?
Not necessarily.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Wait, I have a question. Can I cast another spell while I'm invisible? Like an at-will spell.
You can hide your heart and sound.
If you cast a spell, you become visible.
Oh,
Oh.
damn it.
Do we have microwave?
Okay.
It's in the
Alright,
Like,
you guys ready?
Indeed.
Ooh, beds.
Who's taking the first
can I
nap?
lay down on one of the beds?
I'm gonna take a step inside. Oh, I can't see anything. The light, I don't know if it's...
I still have the torch from earlier that I was
Yeah, you do
holding with
not
when I
have
was...
dark vision.
I'll walk in.
Okay, I have dark vision.
Yeah, you should have dark vision.
Yeah.
Oh, let me put that on your feet.
Unless it's something you change, because Fire Primordials, or Fire Genasi are one of the few Genasi that actually have dark vision still.
No,
Not
I'm
still,
a primordial.
I know, but that's where you base the brace off of.
Yeah, I added the...
Yeah.
Why are there beds here? Who is sleeping in the dungeon? Is this
How
a
dare
suite?
How dare they sleep?
I don't know if this really was a dungeon.
Guys, there's a lot of beds here.
Can I sleep in one?
Do the monsters have a bedtime?
You just
What?
like the covers and go.
What do the sheets look like? Are they like really old and thin and moth-eaten?
Yeah, they're very old.
I mentioned that...
Skeletons.
I mentioned, I'm like, guys, we need to take this in. We have huge quantities of beds, massive amounts of crates of weapons. Were these guys maybe like planning some sort of attack?
Well, this is an old ruin, so people lived here once.
Yeah, like an army.
Is this like underground?
It's under.
It's in a cliffside.
And last time we discussed what the stuff,
Oh, you
what
have
the
dark
makeup of the
vision,
stuff was. We said that they were of goblin make.
I got the
so-
torch.
Oh, but you know.
But why would
Innately no.
monsters move into a large area? Like, if it's just a small group of monsters, why wouldn't they find like a smaller hideout? Why would they choose something so massive?
Well, they didn't choose something. This is just an old ruin, and they moved in. Old ruins attract monsters all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But what the ping of magic? Where is that taking me?
You notice under the foot of each bed there are foot lockers.
And there's a ping of magic in each one.
No,
Like
you get a ping from this bed.
Oh,
So yeah, Brom, you get a ping from this bed.
I'm nervous, and I'm gonna like move over here.
Sorry, Elliott was just asking if he can bring up the screen on his laptop. But I'll let them know that there's something magical over there, and I guess I'll head over to it.
Alright.
Is there? Well, I mean, I imagine there would be
This smells
traps in the bedroom.
This smells like a trap to me.
Friend, what does the trap smell like?
I'm trying to make Brom face full. Fuck.
Oh yeah, I gotta change the direction of my character.
There we go. I fixed it. Beavis, come. And I hold up my arm.
if I... Leo starts pulling all the blankets off each bed to see if he could find anything underneath each blanket.
Alright, start ripping blankets off. They're old, broken mattresses. The wood's rotten. Everything's in poor condition. There are all these foot lockers you see at the, foot lockers at the foot of each bed.
I pick up the one foot locker, I guess, that has the magical ping.
You opening it up?
Well, first I'll examine to see if there's any traps or anything. If it's a magical trap, then it wouldn't activate, but if there's any physical traps. And if it's locked, of course.
Make an investigation check.
Sure. 14.
It does seem to be locked. You don't notice any traps.
Okay. Beavis, you got the gloves of thievery, right? They moved on to you. I'll ask if you could open it, and I'll
those the picklock
I'll hold the box out and
Yeah.
give you some light with my torch.
When did we give those to Beavis? Not that I minded having him.
I think she just wanted them.
I mentioned careful in case it's booby trapped. Get ready to throw it away or something.
Well, I looked at it. It didn't look too booby trapped, but you know.
Hey, Albert, how do I access that?
Well, that's the point of a booby trap, is to not look like a booby trap.
VTT.
BTT?
I can
The forge.
just send him the
T.
invite over Discord to the.
That's true. Yeah.
You subtract, or you subtracted D4 because of your exhaustion. You added D4 because of the gloves, so it's just flat. So add dexterity and then add. What? No, it's how it works is if you have an increment and a decrement, it just means So add proficiency and dexterity.
Does she get advantage if I'm holding the torch over her, or to give her some light?
That's just so she can see at all.
She does have dark vision, I guess, but that wouldn't.
And a dexterity. You pull out. You pull a lockpick out from one of the fingers, and you start picking the lock. And you hear thick. And it swings open a little bit. Inside, you see what looks to be a coin purse.
Andrew, could you mute?
Oh, sorry.
You see what looks to be like an amulet, and it looks like that. You check media.
It's a dildo.
Ooh. A what? What is that?
Brom wouldn't know. That's metagaming. Brom wouldn't know what a dildo is.
Yes, could you send that invite?
Yeah.
It's on Discord.
I'll send it to you on Discord right now.
Is that where the magical things coming from?
Yeah.
That amulet is where the magical ping is coming from.
And has Brom noticed any magical pings coming from any of the doors or anything? Anything beyond the doors?
No.
Okay.
Elliott, I'm sending this to you right now.
Beavis puts on the necklace.
Beavis puts on
It
the
looks.
necklace.
It looks
tightens around your neck and starts strangling.
It turns you into a human.
You become Cassie from Warlock.
What else are you guys doing in here?
Nothing happened.
Can I try to open one of the chests?
Well, we do have Maki.
Why would we bring him out? Oh, for the amulet?
Now we have two things. And if someone's wearing it, and especially considering Beavis is wearing it, I wouldn't want it to be anything detrimental to her health. Because I care about Beavis. So I'll close the door.
Talk a little louder.
Maki better not trigger something in this fucking... We're gonna like bring him out and the fucking floor is gonna collapse.
Surprisingly enough, despite the age of this place, It does seem to be holding itself together fairly well.
How much was in the coin purse?
The coin purse, it is not a coin denomination you recognize.
God damn it.
Oh.
Should throw
I
it.
open up another
It
footlocker
seems
there.
ancient.
Can you move yourself in?
Yeah, I'm fixing that.
I open up another footlocker.
There should be another door
Oh,
there.
sorry about that. Is that better?
In another footlocker, are there more coins and stuff?
Yeah, there are a handful of coins. There's a regular dagger that's just completely decrepit, rusted over. There's just a bunch of like personal goods, it seems like.
Okay, take the coins.
Do you hear anything from any of the other rooms? Do you hear anything from any of the other rooms?
No. This place is still just as quiet. What type of tingles? You don't have that ability.
Well, I thought we were pulling Maki out.
Oh, you're wearing the necklace. Do you feel magical tingles? You can tell it's magical.
Am I turning purple?
You're not turning purple.
I thought we were pulling Maki out to identify, I guess, the two items.
You guys want to?
Well, do you guys want to pull out Maki now, or do you want to wait until the end of the dungeon?
Just pull him out.
I vote for no. I also have some questions for him.
You guys pull.
We can pull them out. Sure.
Right, so you reach into the bag of holding and you pull, and you feel this small metal man just fall out like on his face, and he pulls himself back up.
Maki, are you okay? I'm like trying to buff out the scratch with my cloak.
His face is caved in.
He's just looking
Wait.
down. For what do you require? For what do you require me?
Beavis, could you present your neck to him?
No, Maki! I'm wearing this bling. Is it magical?
It's magical. He looks it over, and you see like a flash in his one good eye.
Will I change your
What's
name on
that?
that?
It's a periaptive wound closure.
What?
Oh, fucking what?
It's a,
Yeah.
wait, 1.12
Wound
is like times
Wound
0.5.
closure.
A periaptive.
Oh god, I'm out of a job!
It's a P-reactive.
I'll add it to your inventory, Beavis. He tells you guys, essentially, while wearing the, it requires attunement. While wearing the periapt, you stabilize whenever you're knocked unconscious at the start of your turn.
That's gonna be useful.
Whenever you roll hit dice to regain hit points, or whenever you roll vitality dice to regain vitality, you get double the amount.
And what about the greatsword I pull out? Does it do anything special? Yeah, the Burchard greatsword. I always
And
biased.
I pull out the short sword and a dagger to kind of like protect him.
No, they are just made of iron.
Okay. And then Beavis, can you show him the chef's knife?
I present him my dagger. Not the dagger, the chef's knife, but still.
Yeah, that is a battle chef field dresser.
Wait, what does that mean?
You fucking peel the skin off people?
Kind of.
Ah.
Okay. Essentially, when you hit with an attack using the dagger, it deals an extra 1d4 fire damage, and if you reduce a living beast or monstrosity to 0 hit points with the weapon, you can immediately cut them up into a prime cut of meat, and they turn into a ration.
Okay,
You can turn our enemies into our food.
So what was in the kitchen? What was making the smell?
It's a stack of mushrooms. Central rotting something.
It was rotted flesh in the kitchen.
So, I'll add the battle chef field dresser to your inventory.
Can we just take
I guess we'll never know. We'll never know.
Angela has to print out a new goddamn thing now.
I'm not.
Look in the door. What's behind it?
Angel, you have to print out more stuff. Beavis has a new token.
Where?
Oh wait, her token isn't new. We haven't changed that one yet.
Oh my god!
I don't have it on this laptop.
God. Damn. You do actually have it on that laptop, Alex. I used it when I was the one who was changing it.
Oh yeah, that's one of them.
You liar.
It's different on her player
Oh, you
card.
put it in characters art. You put it in art? Why would you put it there?
Remember I said I put it in the wrong place? It is there. I don't know how you organize your shit.
It's different on her character profile than her token.
I feel like I'm.
Alright, what are you guys doing?
You're a pussy. Hey, does that knife work on your cat?
How is my cat?
Chilling.
Alive?
Yeah.
How the fuck is that thing alive?
It's just a pet.
So where do you? I'll talk to Maki and be like, hey, how was the bag ride? Are you okay? Is everything like what's it like in there?
Dark.
Are you comfortable?
Unclear.
Are you at a state that makes you happy, or at least content?
Doesn't matter.
Well, it matters to me.
Opinions.
Do you mind if we put you back in the bag? We're in a very dangerous place. It pains me to ask you, but I'd rather not lose you here.
If it is your will.
He doesn't have emotions.
We have this fucking god asking us if it's our will to do it. Do you wish for me?
I gesture to you, Ara, to like make the bag bigger so we can fucking just fall in there.
It's sort of like, because the opening is only 2 feet wide, it's sort of like those videos you see of firemen slipping through ladders, where he has to like really squeeze his way into it, but he does manage to just disappear.
I put both my hands on his metal cheeks and just kind of push. Squeeze through.
I was imagining like Mario and Luigi, like when they squeeze through a hole and their legs go like flailing.
Yeah.
And you just hear.
Beavis,
Yep.
is he the tear off?
Very apt.
Very apt. Uncle, close your amulet and put it on your cat.
Is this your
Hey Beavis, what does that parry app do?
He gives
What
it
did
to
you tell me?
Charlemagne. You need this more than me.
I'm dying. I'm not dying, guys. But now my cat.
Put the parry apps on your cat.
I can already tell Cremeny's
Don't take it out of
HP.
my inventory.
What's going on?
Alright, so what are you guys doing?
Well, I'll ask the group where they want to go because we got like 9 doors here, and there's that one door that just appeared out of nowhere, which is crazy. And then we have that there were the doors in the armory that was leading to something that was pinging with my sensors. Do you guys want to?
Go down.
Which door?
I say,
Click it real quick.
based on the direction that we've headed already, I feel like that just leads back out to the hallway.
Do you guys want to follow me to the armory? Is that what you meant by down, Ara? Because
It's here,
the armory is also
playing with the door.
Beavis, stop! And why is your cat dragging its head on the floor? What did you put on it?
It is a very big amulet on the cat.
You got a solid gold amulet with a fucking massive gem, and the cat's like, "Roar." It's just scraping its head on the ground.
I have a theory, guys. When we came around to the other side, we're facing the opposite direction from where we came in. So this might be like a circle or something. So
I say.
what if we just cut through the
What?
wall?
Ah.
I'm not. Oh.
I'll follow Aura.
Yeah, let's go through the center.
Bitch!
Does
Do not
Brom-
leave the group!
This is the first time Aura has ever showed any aggression.
I'm right here, guys.
Fucking door! You fucking punts!
Hey, don't talk to her like that. Beavis, are you okay?
Arlen, where'd you pick up the food?
They're all like pressed against each other.
You fucking done!
Look at the rest of the group. I'm like, I swear she didn't learn that from me.
Wait, not to metagame, but with your primordial stuff, don't you light things on fire when you get angry? Or something like that? Is you tied to your emotion?
Like the tips of her hair like begin to ember and crackle.
I cover Beavis in my cloak to block her from the fireball that's incoming.
Oh, I have a question. Does my voltage give off light if I were to pull it out of its sheath?
Well, I have a torch.
Not a significant.
I know.
A little bit, but not a lot.
Oh, okay. I was just wondering.
Alright, so, I'll... We do have someone as a warlock.
I'm gonna use it as a bug catcher.
No. Hey, I can pretend suck dick any day. It's okay. It's a funny bit. Are we opening up this door?
Yeah.
Let's open up the door. We need to leave this room. We need to do something. It's been like 2 hours.
The resolution's different. It says
It doesn't matter. I'm just saying. That's what I'm saying. You won't be able to see the bottom of your character sheet.
Oh, okay.
The crates?
And
Oh wait, was this where he literally just was?
It seems it's similar but a different.
I'll do the same thing. Is there any magical pings in this room?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll like check a box or
It's
two and see if there's
about
anything
the
special.
It's about this.
Okay.
Just
Okay.
crack them open. You're seeing rations. You're seeing arrows. You're seeing.
Is that why I was seeing a magical ping like right here through the wall?
You feel another magical ping through this.
Okay. Now I have a thing. Wasn't there something with detect magic where the intensity of the magic can be measured? Is there anything that's more? Let me see. Detect magic.
another question.
I'm sure I could with some modules, but that would be a lot of work.
Oh, okay. When I walk through this door, I like see the same doors on the other sides, both left and right. So I like open them up.
Why?
So I can sense the like type of school or magic that is emanating from the magical aura that I'm seeing. Is there any particular aura that is different than every other one? Because I imagine with the aura that I'm seeing from the magic metal, it's the same. Is everything conjuration? There isn't one single thing that's standing out.
Through the wall.
Oh, I'm talking about like within this room. Is all the little pings I'm getting from the magic metal? That's all about the same. And then okay, conjuration through the wall. Okay. I'll tell everyone else that as well. I'll let them know that it's more the magic metal, but there's one different magic sign through on the other side of this wall.
Other side of what wall?
This southern wall.
Isn't that the other storage place?
I let everyone
I think
know
so.
that the door to the right is back where we started.
Well,
So,
I assume so.
I thought I did.
Do you have an Elliott one?
Yeah.
I know, but you need to
Committed account.
Alex, you need to make an Elliott profile for him to sign into in the server. All right. Brom, is anyone doing anything in this
gonna
room?
restart the server. Probably.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I'm doing all this now.
God
I
damn it,
just
Elliott.
thought that I can use this, so
Really quick before the server
my
restarts.
bad.
Open up the door.
It's two T's, right? ELLIOTT.
He's the one freakazoid that had to spell Elliott wrong.
Elliott.
No, everyone else just spells it wrong. Mine's
That's
the
true.
one
It's
correct
very
way.
true.
All right. I don't think it didn't restart the server. Just...
Mm-mm.
So refresh your page.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing.
All right. So what are you guys doing?
I'll ask for.
I'm right behind them.
You're right behind me. I'll ask for people to take cover. So, Beavis, stop moving. But Beavis, just stand on the crate right there. So if there's anything big explosion, you're okay. Don't run away. I didn't yell at you. Stop running away. Just come back here. Just. Oh, okay. I'll open up the door.
She's like a bird flying into a window, just like.
Over and over.
Ooh. I guess I'll step in. Before I step too far in, do I notice any magical pings
Hold
on the floor, like any traps or anything?
Oh, I think his thing has to
Yeah, my.
Hey, yo,
This is Barney room, guys. Barney lives here.
Okay, I'm coming in. Oh!
This place is nice.
Beavis, don't touch the floor. Just fly, because we don't know if there's any traps.
It ain't got no
Use your password.
You don't need to set it. You can ignore it if you want. I only have a password because I have access to a DM account.
Oh, okay.
You can just sign in with it. Just blank.
Also, imagine every time I'm flying, I'm carrying the cat like I carry you.
Oh, can you see my screen? I can't, or see the thing
It'd
yet.
be a very unhappy cat.
Beavis, take the gold off of her. She's like, she's moving so slow. She's walking backwards right now.
Hole in the middle of the floor?
Why did you take the cat with me? The cat's gonna die.
I know, right? I don't know how it's still alive.
Are you guys
Yeah.
all in this room?
What are these little things?
I was gonna investigate for traps, but everyone has already stepped inside and stepped all over the place. So if there's gonna be a big explosion, it's kind of already happened. Is there any magic pings within the room, or is it like beyond the room towards here?
Through the east wall, there's still that conjuration there.
Okay. I'll back out of the room and say, one sec, there's a door on the other side. If Leotorin, do you want to follow me?
Yes.
And we'll go across, and I'll open up this door. That is a scary looking carpet. Do I notice any pings or anything? Is it still in the same section?
Conjuration through the west wall.
And there's nothing else in that room or the other room?
They look like little rec rooms.
Okay. I'll look at the desk. The desk looks important. It's centered.
I don't think that my computer can handle it.
Is there anything like any hidden buttons, like a candlestick on the wall or something? Is anyone helping me?
Yeah, I'll help.
Can I look at the desk for stationery and pens and pencils?
Yeah.
Can I steal them all?
15.
You pull every
Wait,
book.
Leotorin was helping me. He said that before I rolled. I don't know if he's got advantage though on the an investigation.
Yeah, you need training in order to help.
Well, I don't know if he has it or if he has. Does he? Because he's a rogue. He's got like a million skill things. No? Okay.
I don't think there's switch that works with this computer or whatever.
So I rolled a 15 total for investigation.
You touch everything on the desk and there's no secret door opening. Or anything.
I'll scoot the desk out of the way.
I'm standing on the desk.
Move the desk to the side. It's a wall.
I kind of scrape my hands over it. Anything? I'll move to the. I'll go through this door because I am assuming now that the armory is on the other side because I can see all the pings through the walls.
Brom, don't strip
Look under the
mine.
rug.
It happened in the other room.
if there are a lot of pings in the army,
Wait. There wasn't a carpet in the other room, right?
There was a very small.
bearskin rug.
I'll lift up the carpet. Is there anything underneath the carpet?
Just flicks dust all
Yeah, you fling dust
over. Wait, this
everywhere.
has a small
But no.
problem.
I don't breathe, so I'm.
I don't.
I'll let them know that there's an armory on the other side of this door, and I'll head towards the other room. Does anyone want to come with me?
Baby runs in the room.
Explored. Could we bring out?
I'm back. I had to pee so bad.
Rocky in order to identify some of these items that
We already had him identify the magic core.
Oh.
Uh,
Oh, it's just the ore.
does anyone
Okay.
want to help me look in this room? Like, make your own investigation checks, so it's not just me.
I want to check under that rug.
I can use my broomstick
Rug.
right down the wall.
I'll look at this bar. I think is that a bar?
Yeah.
Okay. Investigation check.
What is that thing in the center of the room?
That's a bearskin rug.
Oh, fuck.
Oh.
I want to check between the cushions and the armrests of the chairs.
Dirty 20.
You find some ancient coins.
Okay. Pocket them. I guess I'll check the wall.
I'm aiming my broomstick at the wall.
You see, Beavis is just
Give
like,
me that broomstick back.
she's got her gun aimed at the wall.
I'm assuming I didn't find anything under the rug, right? Oh.
So the food was all rotten earlier, right, guys? I'll be
Yeah.
talking to Leotorin. And you said you drank some wine earlier, Leotorin. Was it rotten?
No, it was good, man.
That's kind of weird. Wine, I mean, eventually spoils, and this place seems incredibly old.
Wine better with age.
Not necessarily, but why would the food be all rotten but the wine okay? And I'll kind of start like lifting some of the wine bottles to see if there's one of them's like a mechanism, like a fake one.
I like going and like try and grab it. Okay, that's mine.
I'll check on the other side of the door and move. Are these bookshelves or are these like tables? What are these right here? Okay. Is there anything that's on the wall? Any indentation, like a brick I can press in?
Make an investigation check.
Yeah, wine. Yes.
Dirty 20 again.
Can I use
You don't find anything. You're pushing on the wall. You're going through the crevices.
Can I use hammer and bar and go into the brick wall?
What about under the rug?
Yeah, you
We
guys
already
just,
checked
You guys just
under the
started
rug.
hearing thing, thing.
No, gently.
Thing.
I'm like peeking at
Oh, you're
at
picking
around-
away at the edges. Of
at
the
around the edges of the.
Yeah, I don't think I can.
Like
You know how there's grass
Shawshank
all
Redemption.
over?
Vanguard on this.
Can I investigate the wall on the north side?
Is it working?
Slow.
Somebody help
I
me. I'm sweating like
I look at the I start lighting these, or I go to light one of the torch sconces, but before I do, I kind of pull on them to see if it does anything. And then I'll light them one by one as I try each one of them, and then I'll go to the other room and do the same thing. If there are, okay. And I'll pull, and if nothing happens, then I'll light it, and then pull, light it, pull, light it.
But there's something over here. We're trying to figure out how to get into.
Are you lighting
Oh,
every
we're
single
looking-
sconce?
All 8 torches or torch braziers, whatever. Just so the people who don't have dark vision can see. And Brom's getting tired of holding this freaking torch all day.
Okay, all the torches are lit.
Yeah, all 8 of them. What are you throwing at me?
Oh, there's a bunch of scattered on the ground.
Make a force check.
But I'm doing it.
Can I assist her on it? Or wow, I don't have proficiency in for. Can I make an athletics check to try and?
I pass Brom
Try and what?
the hammer while I'm using the crowbar.
shoulder my way, like almost like a tackle, like putting my shoulder trying to break down a door.
I'm picking away at the dust left there between the bricks.
Uh huh.
Athletics check.
That's a good point, actually. I'm someone who has a gentler side to him. He carves delicate runes into stuff. I'll pull out my calligrapher tools, which are a bunch of chisels and stuff, and I'll kneel behind Eliza and reach around, or behind Beavis. And reach
you're
around.
giving Beavis a reach around?
I'll start scratching with my chisel at the kind of the dry cement that she's been working at. Does it come away?
It is it is centuries old, but still reinforced metal and stone.
Okay.
Oh, wait,
Wait.
it's whatever the bottom of
I go up to Brom and I'm like, wait, look up and down. Do you see anything like above us or below us?
Is there anything magical above us or below us?
Have you ever played Minecraft? In Minecraft, you never dig straight up and never dig straight down.
You don't get any.
What's Minecraft, Beavis?
What about on the other side?
What is this?
No,
Craft of
anywhere
the
anywhere you walk, you're not getting anything above you.
I rolled a straight 9.
Okay.
It is
I-
reinforced metal and stone wall. Specifically, the walls you see with these bands on them. Those are. You're not sure you'll get through that.
Okay, I switched from the crowbar to the hammer and start beating the wall again.
Okay.
I'll make an athletics check and above her and just smack my shoulder against it
Go for
as
it.
far as I can.
Turns out this wall isn't in the same material as the walls in the kind of
16.
There.
It fucking hurts.
Okay.
I see that failed so
Did it do anything? Did the wall shake? Did it move? Did any dust fall from the ceiling? Nothing.
Okay, never
I mean,
mind.
dust goes loose. The walls are very dusty. Other than that.
Beavis put some
Is the idea that there's something behind the wall?
Yeah, we can see a magical ping beyond the wall.
Can we try going back into the armory and moving crates aside, trying to discover any like hidden doorway behind the crates?
Oh shit, there are more rooms here that we completely forgot about. I'll
Yeah.
let Ara and Leotorin know that there's more rooms to go into in case there's something that we've missed.
I opened one of the doors and I realized it's the first door that we saw, the first ring we visited.
Okay. Is anyone coming with me?
I have no clue where I am in all this.
I went south.
I was correct in my hypothesis. It's the same.
Alright. Do I notice any pings beyond the door? Okay, Beavis, open up the door. I go in. Are there any pings or anything?
No.
Okay.
Oh, that's okay. That's good.
I'll move.
Oh, wait, there's a door right there.
The room to the south.
I'll move to this room. Is there a Oh, what's this room?
Wait.
I was saying I was opening the door. Got stuff. Get nothing.
Hi, bro. I'm already in here.
You guys check out this room. There's a room on the other side as well. Beavis, you want to come with me as well? Just to map out the area real quick. We'll come back.
Oh, like there's beds like to here.
And then, do I notice anything magical beyond that? Okay, Beavis opened it. Is there anything magical I'm seeing in this room? What the hell? What is this? Is this a bathroom?
Those look like sinks.
Yeah, they look like sinks. Oh, there's a little tub. I'll open up this room. Oh, guys, there's shit holes. Alright, Brom doesn't know what this is.
Fucking horrendous.
This is some ancient shit. Brom's gonna. I mean, Brom doesn't smell anything, so Brom's gonna go in. He's gonna look down the whatchamacallit.
It stares back.
And I can we retrospectively say that I grabbed another torch before I left, and I'm looking down into the hole, trying to see how deep it goes.
Maybe. It just goes down maybe 10, 15 feet.
I'll drop a torch down there.
Guys,
Is there any
Down. And at some point
green?
it splashes into water and goes out.
After how many seconds? Like almost instantly, or is it like?
It's very quick.
Bro, are you thinking what I'm thinking?
Yeah, if I shove you through the hole, you can
Okay,
kind of
let me go.
fly down
Let me
there.
go. I'm ready.
Okay, I pick up Beavis and I kind of put her through the shithole. And how much? I'm still holding on to before I let go.
Back with stage 3 dysentery.
That's right.
She's a bounty hunter. She deals with, the fact that people shit when they die.
This is no problem.
I'm still holding Beavis through the hole. Do you have enough room to fly?
There's not enough room.
Okay. Do you see anything? Do you see my torch?
But I sting.
Do you see anything?
Do I see anything? God fucking damn it! I smell
See
like
shit-stained walls and it smells awful.
I pull her out, and I kind of notice that as I'm pulling her out, she's squeezing along the fucking wood circle and getting poop smears on her little feathers and everything.
Oh,
I don't know.
It is old petrified
so
shit
there's-
in her feathers.
Well, probably she checked the other ones, right? Okay, let's go to the next one.
Okay,
I wanna
okay.
investigate the bathtub.
I put her in the next
They're
poop chute.
old
It's the same thing.
rusted tubs full of water.
Is there anything in this one?
Is there anything in the water?
God damn it, bro, we need to check the next one.
There's only two. Oh, there's another one.
Oh, I closed it.
Is there anything in the water?
Not that you can tell.
Wait, I've seen this from an ancient Bromish memory. I check each of the sinks and the pipes. Is there a little symbol on the pipes where I need to speak like in order to open it?
Is it Harry Potter?
No. This is Jerry Cotter, Australian.
No, this is
Jerry Potter.
I think if you give yourself a paper.
Jerry Cotta.
A parcel fund.
is an asshole.
There's nothing in the sinks? Okay, fuck this. Brom's just gonna fall on his greatsword. Guys, it seems like it's another puzzle, and we're fucked. We can't figure this shit out.
I say we go back to the armory and we move some.
Do you think this
You can do that.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Well, I dedicated to that myself. So.
Alright,
Oh,
so
you-
at
wait,
this
what-
point, while you guys are now just wandering around, we're gonna
Yeah,
zoom,
I know. We had to try a couple times because the VTTs are fucked up.
yeah, we're gonna zoom out a little bit. What are you guys doing? You guys.
Okay.
So I'll just say there's nothing dangerous actively in the rest of this place. What are you guys spending your time doing?
I'm going back to the.
I kind of want to spend.
Let's do one at a time because we're all speaking.
Yeah.
Okay, I saw when I was doing the lookout, there was things in clothes.
Yeah, you did see people walking.
Did they walk in the same door that we walked in?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
And then also in the meantime, while Beavis is pondering this and thinking not to tell anyone the opportunity.
Fuck, I think I want to password.
Okay, never mind. I told everyone.
Okay.
While Beavis is pondering
No password for you.
The login back.
You don't turn them on. They're literally tubs full of water.
Oh, she just goes to the tub and is splashing around like a bird bath. Like
Alright.
all of her working
What are the
Just
rest?
make
of
you
you?
really happy to fly. Brom's gonna inquire and see if anyone's good at investigation. Anyone good at investigation? Anyone good at looking for things?
Good at investigation.
Ally?
Does anyone have proficiency in investigation? Is what I'm asking.
I don't think I do.
I don't think. I think you're the best at it.
God, none of you guys can ever help me when I investigate something. You all suck. I'm leaving this group.
Next character on my time, making them
I can help Oliver check.
Well, you don't have proficiency in investigation, so
Oh, you
it
know
doesn't-
what? Fuck you then. I was willing to help.
There is room we haven't checked.
At a certain point,
Brom,
Charlemagne, your invisibility ends.
Okay.
oh wait, how long does it take to reinscribe runes, real quick? Because if another 30 minutes have passed, or is this like while we're looking around?
This is
30
why-
minutes passed. Okay. Guys, there's a rubber ducky in this little tub. Maybe that's it. I grabbed the rubber ducky. It's made out of this weird material.
You are a rubber
There's a
ducky.
weird hole in the bottom of it.
Like, what the fuck?
Brom's non-existent eyebrows raise.
I have
Well,
a
here,
question.
I'll give you guys a bit to discuss. I'm gonna use the bathroom really quick.
You have to pee too.
So are we trying to get to the center room? Is that what we're trying to figure out?
There's a study. There's a study with books. We can read stuff.
Hey, I can see shit.
There might be records of
Nice.
what this place was.
I have an idea. Not to override you, Leotorin, but there's a ballista here with a big ass fucking ballista bolt, and there is a door perfectly lined up to shoot at the wall that has something beyond it. We just gotta turn it around.
Good question, or good thinking. We'll do that. But first, I want to read the book. I want to read what's written.
Okay.
You read the books while God
Okay.
reads.
I'm the one who should be reading, so I can read all languages.
That's very smart, though. I didn't think of
Did I worry about calendar configurations and all that stuff? No.
That's supposed to be my job, but I had forgotten about it long ago.
Watch him be like, oh, the ballista's too like big for the door or something.
No, we're just making sure.
We're not putting it through. We're just lining it up so we can shoot at the wall.
No, like it's too tall, like it's aimed too high.
Oh.
We'll see.
Oh,
What Alex says.
Then we know that God hates us.
I say that we
I say we put. Oh, wow, we literally had the same. Okay, go ahead.
we put Beavis right here.
We have a very similar idea. I say instead of a bolt, we shoot Beavis at the wall.
Wait, I should be fine. I'm only like 2 feet tall.
She'll start the combat encounter.
No, we'll be right there. Guys, seriously, that's actually a good idea.
No, it's not. That's. I don't think you understand the amount of force that a ballista bolt would need in order to launch someone, and it would not feel good on you.
I gotta poop so bad.
Go, well,
I'll be
Alex,
right back.
Go down to Bob's bathroom.
Yeah.
Is Angel also using the bathroom? I think I'm not sure.
Well, we all know girls don't poop, so it should be quick.
Everyone's bathroom break right now.
I have to pee too. But
Then go.
both bathrooms are taken up right now, so I'm waiting.
He outside.
It's a note check. Who's been taking the notes? I have.
It's a life expectancy check. It's a life expectancy check. Who hasn't been killing themselves? I haven't.
I have the necklace, the magical necklace. I feel like Alex made this because I was like, I'm gonna keep doing
Yeah.
this. Seems
Yeah.
fun. I like
Mhm.
this stuff.
God's giving a message to you right now,
No, to keep
Beavis.
doing it. That's why he gave it to me. He wants me to die and then come back. I'll never actually.
And then you promptly gave it to your cat,
Take
who is
it
now
back from my cat.
who's now dying right now. Probably she's probably hanging like.
Bro, we just left that bag, and I was like, ooh, we had a bag like that. Why don't we?
This is the bag you guys gave me.
Yeah.
It'll make it focus on my character. It's focused on your.
What you're doing, or it's not focusing on a character. You're not focusing on any character right now.
Oh, it's well, you're centered on my screen when I zoom in. It's,
Left click on your character.
that's right.
So usually there's like when you're like focused on a character, usually a why isn't it? Select token. Can't select a token for some reason.
I'm back.
I'm back.
We should make it canon. We should make it canon that all of our characters are taking bathroom breaks with us.
Hey, Alex. Elliott can't select any token through his laptop. It's not highlighting any of them. Even when he clicks on them.
You might need a mouse.
Oh, you might need a mouse.
The trackpad is weird.
So the trackpad is weird, I guess. But I guess we can wait for everyone to get back because I gotta pee now.
Oh, the plot was that we're gonna turn
towards the wall of people.
and Beavis is gonna
Oh, wait.
Here.
Oh, I got it. Somehow I figured it out. I don't know how. I can move my character now. Yeah.
And Leotorin.
Although I can't zoom in now.
Oh, poor Daisy. Oh, I have a few seconds.
I wish I could zoom in.
I think.
Not with the trackpad, you won't be able to.
Yeah.
I have a mouse. Oh, yeah,
What are the rest of you guys doing in this time? You're just investigating.
Since we're trying to figure out how to get to the space between these two rooms, yeah, if you don't mind me using the mouse, I'll take it.
Right here.
You want to check the rest of the boxes?
Yeah, and I kind of want to see if there's any way to move them, like if they're not too heavy, or if I need Brom to move
They're
them or
pretty
whatever.
fucking heavy. Make an investigation check just for searching.
Okay.
Elliott,
17 plus. I'm not proficient in investigation, right?
You have a +0 on investigation.
Yeah, so just.
I would have helped them if I was there.
Let's
I'm
just
proficient
search through the crates. You already did it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm checking
you
out.
find this one of the reinforced boxes. You manage to crack it open, and you see these dark gray colored, or actually they would be orange. These dark orange colored cylinders.
Missiles.
And you pull them out, and you see a little piece of string coming out of the top of it, like a wick.
Oh my god!
Oh.
Oh, they're candles.
Oh. Missiles, not too far off.
Yeah.
Well, before we get into dangerous plans, I'm just by the time like we've been in here for a while, I would have moved all the furniture, wine racks, this bench right here, just to see if there's anything underneath.
Okay.
This is very upset.
Same in the other room.
Yeah, I'd want to call Brom over or whatever, just to make sure that this is what I think it is.
I want to check out the. It looks like there's like a study. Is there anything written on these books?
What languages do you speak?
I know.
I can just check your.
Common, Elvish.
Cylinders.
You can't read any of it.
Damn.
Okay. So you show me the orange stuff, I think?
Now, do these cylinders have a paper, like a more solid exterior? They're not waxy like a candle?
No.
Okay. So then
Do I know what it is?
To Brom so that I can clarify that this is what I think.
Okay, like a mechanics check or something to figure out what it would be.
Yeah, make a mechanics check, both of you.
Okay.
Or a chemistry check.
I got 6.
Well, could mechanics work just to like find out like it's a fuse into a wax thing? It's the difference between an 18 or a 20.
I mean, this is just I would say chemistry. It's just the knowledge of what this is. You would say it's a stick of dynamite.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Now, how many sticks of dynamite am I looking at in this box?
The crate is full of it. The crate is padded on the inside. It's very old dynamite.
Very old dynamite is not good. So I will.
Leotorin comes over and taps his shoulder, bro.
I just like put my finger up, and I am very carefully putting the dynamite back in. Because if you ever watch Lost, they're fucking walking around with that shit, and it goes. And I'll put the lid back on.
Leaking this like thick, almost creamy white colored liquid.
Would I know what that is with an 18 in chemistry?
Yeah, it's nitrogen.
Now,
okay.
Would I notice anything similar about the surrounding crates?
I will snuff out the torch that's right above the crate.
It's not that one.
Oh, okay.
Would I notice anything similar along the wall? Any other leaky crates and such?
You don't see any other leaky crates. It seems to be.
Okay.
Well, okay. Which crate is it? It's this one.
Yeah, I think the one I'm standing for.
This metal one.
All right.
If we make it explode, we could possibly blow open this wall
That's
into
what I
this
was thinking.
room.
Yeah, but what happens to the people who are already there?
Well, they're most likely enemies.
Not right
so they're
now,
gonna
but I'm
explode.
explaining the plan.
Oh.
But what did you need, Leotorin?
I showed him the book that I saw, and I'm like, do you know this language?
Make an intuition check, bro.
Intuition 11.
You can. You're not sure how good of an idea blowing up that much dynamite in a closed space like this would be, especially underground.
Okay.
What if we...
Um,
oh wait, we're
Especially
underground? I
in an
thought...
old building like this, you might cave in all of it.
Are we in a sub-level of the building?
You don't know. You remember
'Cause-
seeing? You remember outside seeing that there was like a caved-in viewing area above where you guys entered.
Yeah. But I don't remember ever descending any stairs or ladders or
You didn't.
such.
Yeah, but it's on like a mountainside.
Yeah. Okay.
But what do you need, Leotorin? You handed me the book, right?
Yeah.
So I guess I'll look at it. Do I know what language it is, or is it just like I can read it?
You can just.
It just looks like. Okay. So what does it say? I just kind of like.
It's some kind of old tale, like an old war story book.
Okay.
What? Children? It looks like they're all like crazy. Like,
Where did you find this, Leotorin?
It was in the study. There's a bunch of other books.
Actually.
Oh, fuck, I'm controlling you.
Are
Can
there
you show me where it was?
wait, go
Question,
back to
how-
the study. If there's like any children's books or some shit.
How big is this box full of dynamite?
Jimmy, close the door behind me. Oh god, it's a trap.
Meter and a half by meter and a half by meter and a half.
How does that translate to the empirical, so feet?
5 feet, 5 by 5 by 5.
Alright.
This could have been like an
Oh, buddy, I'm kicking you off.
Or fucking.
Where you go?
So there are a handful of books here. I'll kind of just look at them. This one looks most important? Is that the one that he handed to? I imagine these are one of the ones he handed to me.
Yeah.
Which one is it? The one I've highlighted that you handed it to me? That handed?
Yeah.
But I'll. So this isn't there then. I'll check out these other 3 books. Is there anything special about them?
Or there's just some literature.
Okay. What's the children's tale about? Is there like a big bad guy?
Children's books.
Oh, I thought it was like a fairy tale.
No, it's old,
The one I found?
adult war story. Like, probably you're not sure if it's fiction or non-fiction, but it's.
Is it like written like a diary? Like this is 1776. Today
it's
I
a
woke up with
recounting
notes.
of battles, and it is specifically goblinoid people fighting like aberrations.
Okay. These are
okay, so
bookshelves,
that's what
right?
Yeah.
I guess the first thing I'll do is I'll separate the 2 desks because that's sus as fuck.
Alright, you pull apart the 2 desks.
Anything? I'll. Is there anything any magical books or anything? Anything like a wizard would want? Spell book.
Spell books wouldn't ping as mad. The writing of spells. It's not like a spell scroll. A spell scroll is like enchanted paper.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Alex, I'm in the other armory. What are these? Are these just benches, or are these just longer
They're
crates?
shelves.
Shelves? Okay. Now, are these shelves too heavy to move? Too big?
Daisy wants
Or-
Eliza.
You can move them.
Okay. Can I move
He's
these
screaming at the door.
shelves here from left to right, away
Yeah.
from the wall?
So you move them away from the wall.
Is there
When
anything
did
I
that ever
notice
happen?
along
What the
wall
hell?
that stands out behind these shelves?
No, looking it over, it's just this center wall into this like place you guys are trying to get into.
Right.
it seems to be just particularly reinforced. Like the inner walls of this place don't seem as reinforced, whereas the outer walls that probably hold up the building, including these, that like hold the structure together, seem to be reinforced heavily.
Okay. Also, another question regarding dynamite. If I put it in my pocket dimension, do I still have to worry about it just like, as Oliver said, spontaneously blowing up?
You don't know.
What happens if something blows
There's
up?
no oxygen in there, so it
dimension?
couldn't even explode.
I guess that's true.
But as soon as you zoom out,
You just have to, you have to roll on the dynamite wild
with my
magic
hands.
table.
Alright. So what are you guys doing?
Okay, so I'm gonna enact my plan that I mentioned earlier. I'm gonna turn this ballista around and find a ballista bolt and open up the door and shoot the fucking wall with the massive ballista bolt.
Alright, so you...
I'm gonna get out of the way.
Yeah, you turn the ballista. Make a mechanics check. See if you even know how to operate a ballista.
16 total.
It's just a big bow. You're sure you can figure it out. You turn it, you find some crank, you pull it, and you hear a zoom as the
Oh, still closed door over here.
and then you hear a tear as the string rips and breaks and the bolt goes flying and jams into the door. It doesn't jam into the doorway. It hits it and breaks. Bolt just
How do I move my camera?
And the ballista is hold right click and drag. The ballista is broken. Okay.
Oh, right click. Oh, I see.
This is centuries old.
so guys, why don't we go around and light all
all 85 torches in this map. Well, the guy. Okay, I don't think it's the torch. It can't be the torches because how did the guys get? I imagine get into this room. Beavis, if you told us about the two men, I think you did. Well, the two cloaked figures. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
And if they got into this room, all the torches are not lit. So
My
how did
lighting's
they?
fucked up. How do I fix that?
I don't know. Alex, I think you have to fix Elliott's lighting. His lighting's all super fucked up.
Where is he?
It's like showing all of the little different light angles.
That's mine.
Like even from the angles that you shouldn't be seeing.
Yeah. Like there's a bookshelf that's emitting light for me.
Is your token highlighted? Are you focusing on your token?
Yeah, it's highlighted. I can move it around and stuff.
That's just because light is peeking through doorway, a bunch of different doorways.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Brom just walked into the room and it's all lit up now. Yeah.
So, you guys spend your time walking around this building. Everyone roll me D100s.
What? Or fuck it. I'm just gonna.
Alright, how does one roll a D100?
So you take your percentile die, which is the one that has 2 digits. So that's an 80, and you take a D10 for your second digit. Oh my god, that is an 84 for Brom.
I got a 65.
70. And then I take my what?
Your D10 and roll it for the second digit. It looks like your percentile, but with just one number.
And are you guys all staying grouped up, or are you splitting apart? Are you guys just investigating this place?
I was walking around
I
to
got
see if there are any.
73.
Alright, so type that in chat. What's your life physically?
Where? Alright.
Alright, Brom.
I'm in this hallway.
You're walking through the hallway, and you come by where the big fight happened with all of you guys.
I'm gonna stick with Leotorin.
I want to.
And you notice there was there's scorch marks all over the walls from the fireball having gone off. And you see what looks to be on this wall. There seems like to be an outline of a frame.
Guys! Hey, wait, hey, guys!
It looks like some of the ash and the just scorch, like there were holes here that it just went through.
Like there's like a air, or no, it went through the hole. Okay, wait, that's an interesting point. I'll call people over.
No, wait.
I gotta walk through each individual doorway.
Close all the doors behind them.
I can just drag you guys over really quick. I really hope I didn't accidentally reveal that for Andrew.
No, you're good.
I kind of wish I took some TNT to make Pact Dimension now.
I thought you did.
Did I?
You were talking about it. I don't know if I was ever
talking about
said.
it.
So what are you guys doing? You see there's this outline.
There's no magical
You guys-
pinging,
you
is
guys
there?
hadn't noticed it from the fight. There is, through the wall.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe... Let's see. Through the wall, maybe... Just on the peripherals of your sense, there is a ping.
Okay. I'll kind of feel the edges, and I'll take out one of the dagger that we just found, and I'll kind of put it between and kind of really scrape the edges, and then I'll try and see if I can wedge it.
Make a force check.
Could it be athletics?
Edge snaps.
That's in normal D&D what it typically is, and that's what I have proficiency in.
Athletics is like athletic training. I don't see a Cry athletically trained.
Oh shit!
Natural one, so it doesn't matter.
You push and you hear like a rattle. It seems like there's some doorway here. Whatever mechanisms have been holding it are probably pretty weak at this point.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't manage to get it open.
Take the wall.
So why is your health bar composed?
Mine?
Oh, it's
Mine.
on top of it.
Oh no.
Yeah, so what are you guys doing?
Does anyone want to help me try and get the door open?
Yeah, I shoulder into the wall.
Make a force check.
I think I could try.
Natural one again.
Wow.
Nice.
What's my I could try pushing as well.
Yeah, that really hurts.
What is my what's your jig?
You take damage.
Do you want me to do anything?
I'm gonna try and push as well.
A 2 from Beavis. Nice. Make a force
I'm
check.
bringing my stuff out of it. So I don't know what my.
How about we all do it together and do like a group strength check? We're all grab a side and we just.
R as well. You guys are all pushing on this. It's not working very well.
I kind of press on the stones around. Is there a stone somewhere that I can click? Like an investigation check or something?
Go for it.
Wow, that was a journey. 12.
I'm also checking.
Investigation check.
14.
I want to try pushing.
Alright, so make a roll and add 7, Crimeny.
8.
You rolled a
So,
natural one.
sorry. No, 15. I didn't add.
Alright, you go to push the doorway and eventually it just falls off the hinges and opens up.
Oh my goodness.
Ooh.
A chest! Everyone run!
Oh, that's so suspicious.
Motherfucker,
seen
I
it.
thought we figured it out and it's a fucking chest. Okay, it's still excitable though. Not to be, I'm main character, but I can touch stuff without it detonating, so we can bring it out in the hallway in order to, I can investigate it to see if there's any magical shit wrong with it.
Punch it.
Andrew, you're muted.
I could punch it
I
really
can
hard.
cast Pass Without Trace, which basically like gives you a veil of shadows and silence.
It just
Like-
adds a +10 to your stealth. That doesn't do any.
Well, okay. I thought it would. I don't know if there's traps.
That would help with like hiding from people, but you're not sure
Yeah.
how that would help
Okay.
with traps.
Okay.
You do have another spell that could be useful, but it's loud. So I'll investigate the chest to see if there's anything like traps or anything.
No.
Is it the chest itself that's magical, or is it what's inside the chest?
The chest seems to be magical. There seems to be something magical in the chest.
Okay. I'll, with my hermetic intuition, so I don't activate the chest, the whatever spells on it. I'll try and open it. Is it locked as well?
It is locked, and as you try to open it, there is like an arcane lock on it.
Okay.
So,
Oh, I can use knock.
By the way,
Oliver. Or Brom, I can use knock.
Beavis, wake up. We might need you.
hey Alex.
yes.
Yeah, we
tried to
need
use
you.
a torch earlier, and I think I just discarded them by accident because I
You
right
discarded
clicked
what?
and then my torches by
He
accident.
discarded all 10 of his torches instead of 1.
Yeah, because I meant to cancel it, so I'm like, what if I do the opposite and right click? And I think I discarded all of them.
Yeah, I got you.
Brom, what if I used knock on the chest? It's got an arcane lock.
Well, what does knock do? Could you read it to me, or tell me
So
what it is?
if I choose a target that is
Or
held
you can put it in
shut,
chat as
Oh,
well
yeah,
if you don't
I
want to
can
read
do
it all. It's up to you.
it's short. If I choose a target that is held shut with arcane lock, that spell is suppressed for 10 minutes, during which time the target can be opened and shut normally. When you cast
Do
the
that if you
spell,
want.
a loud knock audibly from as far away as 300 feet emanates from the target object.
By the way, I'm assuming we're all kind of seasoned adventurers. Do we know what, like, perchance a mimic is, or such things?
Make a materia check.
Okay.
Elliott with the Dark Souls.
Could I do that as well, just in case?
Yeah.
Okay.
I rolled a 9.
I rolled a 19 plus a 21 plus 7 is 28. That's a natural 19 plus 2 plus 7.
You would know. Leo would know.
Okay. I just gently pull out my greatsword and like poke it. Does it do anything?
Tap on it.
Nothing? Okay. I put it back in my sheath. If you want to go, I'll go ahead with that. Knock. It's up to you. I'd close the door behind. Oh wait, the door fell. I will stand here trying to block the sound waves.
Well, there's a lot of walls and doors, and like the sound is gonna just be reflecting off of all of that.
There's
So
a fireball already, so whatever's. They know we're here.
yeah,
Who's they?
the enemies.
There were a couple of people at the beginning
Zombies?
that we followed in here.
All right, so I'm gonna cast knock, I guess, on the chest.
Alright, so you all hear just a really loud. Just, and the chest is the arcane lock just dissipates.
Should I open it up, or okay?
What's Beavis doing?
So I open the chest. Is there like an action I have to do?
No. So
But I think you still have to pick it, don't you? Because it says specifically that the arcane lock is disabled, but it doesn't say anything about the lock being undone.
Well, it says that if it's just
It said it can be opened and shut normally, but it doesn't say that it's unlocked.
Well, I'm assuming that if you cast it and the arcane lock is gone, that you can just open and shut it normally.
Well, it's up to the DM. Would that I feel like that can be interpreted multiple ways.
I feel like you say arcane.
yeah, it disables the arcane lock. But this chest in particular is not also locked.
Oh, it's not locked?
It was arcane locked, but not locked. Mundane locked.
Oh, okay.
Can I open it?
Mark off the mana for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you open it up and you see a bunch of nicely polished purple bars.
Oh. Can I tell what these bars are?
Yeah, they're the similar make of that dagger. You got.
Okay.
Are these bars by any chance valuable? If we were to sell them?
We already put a giant crate of them.
Are these? I asked Crimeny, or no, you already had some of those bars because you were gonna make bullets out of them. If we put the two bars side by side, are they the same bar? Why would these ones be special?
They're the same.
Yeah, it's weird.
Okay.
Charlemagne seems
Well,
but Beavis is
Ara, do you want to put these in your bag you're holding? At least some of them. I don't know how heavy it would be.
She's
Can I-
making this symbol, meaning
Yeah.
she's opening the bag.
While they're doing this, I want to go over here real fast, and I want to scoop up some TNT.
Overall, how much Bayesh do you guys want to put in the bag of holding?
How much is there?
Well, in this crate and then the other crates, there's enough to take as much as you want.
we need a number to go on.
You can
Did we
fill
take
the
courses?
bag if you want.
We can fill the bag for now. We can always throw out metal later if we don't need it.
And then
Alright,
Beavis,
so I'll put 200 pounds of Bayesh in there.
I'm gonna dig to the bottom.
Holy fuck.
Anything else in there?
200.
Alex, if I wanted to put TNT in my pocket dimension, would I put it in by the bundle per space? Or are these large sticks or something that would take up a single space by themselves individually?
No, you can fit. It's not one item per pocket dimension. It's up to
Per
the
space?
like capacity. Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah, so then how much does the witchmajig weigh? The dynamite.
Well, you can get a good volume. You can get you can fill up 2 of the pocket dimensions with take all of the dynamite.
Yeah, I definitely want to take it all of them.
Yeah, you'd fill 2 of your pocket dimensions.
Alright. Would you be able
And then what'd you say,
to
Beavis?
would you be able to do that for me or whatever?
Yeah, you check the bottom of the chest. You start poking around. Make an investigation check.
Oh, okay, I wasn't trying to work. So like it'd be a waste just leaving it there.
Like farming animal handling, etc. You. Give me a second. Yeah, you start poking around, and you feel like a part of the bottom of the chest that you can push.
I push.
Also, another question. You said
You push, and then you hear 2 clicks in the room.
Uh-oh.
Wait, what happened?
Beavis is going down the staircase.
oh, there's staircases?
Oh shit! Wait, there's another one. Am I not supposed to see this?
No, Beavis, open them up.
Both of them?
How'd she open these?
Yelling, I'm going.
I'll follow Beavis because I don't want her to fucking die again.
I'll go with.
Am I seeing anything magic as we're approaching? And deeper? Okay.
What about going out? Do you see anything in that direction?
They form a little pouch.
Sure.
Okay, and
Is-
I hit the cat. Ooh.
Is this a staircase up or down?
It's a staircase down.
You do not own any token with vision in this scene.
What's the marching order? Who's going?
We can't
I
see.
imagine I would have stepped in front of Beavis and went first.
No.
You already died and you're exhausted. This is not a good idea.
Beavis
we-
and
Destructive.
who's next?
Oh.
Oh,
I was pretty much already behind Brom, so I'll go behind him. Oh, my dad's calling me.
All right, then the
Wait.
rest of you three. Char, Leo, and
I can't see my character.
yeah. Tell me what order you went in, and I'll put you down.
Oh,
I go last.
Ara's last. Who's first between Leo and Char?
I'll go second to last.
All right.
What?
Okay.
I'll go
You guys-
first then.
You guys are all in this really cramped hallway, and there's like little to no, or actually I should make it dark. There is no light at all.
I can't see anyone in the lineup. Is that just because I don't have?
You don't have. There's no light. You have no vision. Or well, Brom had a torch.
Brom
going.
still a torch. Let there be light.
So what are you guys doing?
I'd say let's just continue on the path. I
Yeah.
imagine Brom would follow along with his hermetic intuition or whatever, still going or whatever. Just keep
Yeah,
out
so
for it.
Beavis ran ahead. Stop spamming the door, please.
Beavis is always running. Come on, let's start with it.
And so Brom is going.
hurry up.
Oh, did Oliver go downstairs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My dad wants to ask him a question about Dark Souls, so
Alright.
that's why I was saying I imagine he would just move on with his hermetic intuition, so he can or whatever it's called.
Well, I also think he would try and catch up to Beavis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll take a quick. Yeah. So they're. Hold on. Eliza's using the bathroom. And Oliver is going.
Oh. What's Snick a Snacks?
We have taquitos.
I was going to say, do you have taquitos?
Eliza? Can I have a taquito?
My laptop is getting so hot from this right now. I gotta go to the bathroom as well. I'll be right back.
Take a quick bathroom break.
Alright, that sounds good to me.
Hello, double voice.
It's already filled. It's just.
We're going to the bathroom. Eliza's going to the bathroom. I think Andrew wants to do that. I'm gonna.
Oh, I'm back. Sorry about that.
Drive over there.
No, you're not. You're lying.
Drive over there and come get the taquito.
Yeah, where'd Eliza go?
She went to use the bathroom.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so Brom, you saw Beavis running ahead.
Well, I would have stopped her again.
Well, yeah, once she gets back.
Are we getting? Do we get additional skill proficiencies? Because the thing with the athletics and force, whatchamacallit, is that if I'm trained in athletics and like technique in order to do strong things, it wouldn't make sense for me not to be good at pushing things. Like I mean, there's some technique involved in leveraging things.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just athletics is like from an athletic perspective of is that like I think an athlete would train it.
Yeah, and not necessarily. It's just an athletics is just using your body and having technique. It's just the thing with having these additional skill proficiencies is if we had more like to choose from, I imagine we would get more proficiencies to choose. Because when I'm only having the base, now that there's twice,
Yeah, that's what
I'm
the
not finishing my
intelligence
sentences.
stuff.
Okay. Because not every single class runs with intelligence, and even then, we literally doubled the amount of skill proficiencies, and then there's only one skill tree that gives you some.
There's a line in front of the microwave.
Is everyone popping the popcorn? That box of 12 is gonna be gone.
Yeah.
Don't steal the cold taquito. No.
Wait, there's leftover taquitos?
What is Oliver doing?
Hey, Rob.
I know where the key is. You can't just do it.
Oliver, it doesn't work.
I just want to see reaction. I have these.
Snack break. Oh, I forgot. I paused the recording. No problem.
I won't take any taquitos. I'm serious.
Let me just handle my mouse with greasy
So we're
fingers.
all back from our snack break. Daisy!
Oh, I forgot my water downstairs. It's fine.
Alright, so what are you guys doing?
Okay.
I kicked the sacrificial pawn through the door, namely Beavis.
I'm following behind her. I'm controlling Crimeny for some reason. How does that happen? Hey, Crimeny, get off me.
I'm racing you.
Oh, what the fuck?
You feel a bunch of conjuration magic. And
Reminds me of home.
I see this, and like Charlemagne gets like a bunch of goosebumps, like go up his spine.
Do I see anyone in this room?
you see one humanoid figure standing in the center of the room.
Fuck you,
I'm
creep.
gonna stay.
I call out to him saying,
Spear.
"Are you friend or foe?" And I ready the javelin on my back. Are you friend or foe?
As you're saying this, Beavis is kind of up to your shoulder.
Okay.
Charlemagne kind of feels like his
Who are you?
blood pressure rising a little bit, and he's like nervously tapping the trigger on his siphon.
You see the creature jump up into the air and disappear.
Oh, we don't see a token.
Went up the chimney.
We jumped up in that poop.
It went into the room that we couldn't get into up above.
Did it look like he was casting a spell, or did it like walk into a circle? Did it?
Oh, it's actually really good.
It just disappeared.
But before him.
Because there's like the somatic and verbal things of a spell. But
Yeah.
Didn't see that.
Maybe we're doing a ritual.
I guess I'll look at some of these books. Or what are these books? What's the writing on these books?
I'm standing on Brom's
It is you can't understand it. It's not language. It is like the components of a spell.
Wait, these are moon phases. This might have something to do with the oral shit.
What if this is
This is the line is in another dimension.
oh.
Everyone roll me a d10.
Can we assume that we're alone in this room?
5.
Should I think left or? So D10.
2.
Uh-oh.
I just reroll another d10.
Did everyone roll?
No, not yet.
I got a 7.
Wow, I got a 0.
It's a 10.
Oh, wait, 0's 10?
Yeah, there's no zero.
Oh. I was like, I didn't know I could hit. I didn't know I could go so low.
Alright, make an intelligence check. Or
Who?
Who?
Yeah, who?
Crimeny.
Oh.
9.
Plus anything?
Oh no, I'm not.
Plus 1. Because of your cloak of protection.
That increases.
Saves, all saves. You made an intelligence save.
It should
plus
already
one?
be
So,
added
Plus
there.
1.
10.
He's rolling dice.
Alright, 10.
Hmm.
10 total? That is just a fumble.
Oh no, it looks like I rolled the wrong dice.
You guys watch as Crimeny walks in. You guys are all standing around each other. And you watch as Crimeny just falls to his knees. And you just hear it. And there's just blood out of his mouth. And his eyes.
What?
And his
Oh
ears.
fuck!
You take 80 points of damage.
What the fuck?
80?
What the fuck? He is full dead. Beyond full dead.
It just knocks him to 0.
So he's not full dead? Because that was way beyond any of his total hit points. With stamina
It
and...
has to go past what he currently has, and then again over everything he has.
Yeah, that's again over everything.
If I pass the first,
Yeah.
He's got 30... He's got a total of 51.
Yeah,
That goes... Is it stamina
That's
and hit
everyone
points? Or is
else.
it just hit points?
He's got 52 right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't go over all of it.
I know, no, my question... Is it over stamina and hit points? If it's just over hit points, that's full dead.
I actually haven't written these rules yet. I'll say it's both for now.
Okay. Crimeny, you're unconscious.
What happened to
Oh my-
that's just like right now.
You gotta just watch Crimeny falls to the ground.
But what would happen if I put necklace on somebody who just fell?
It requires attunement.
Wait, I have a... I guess they're too far away. Because we established that I can see invisible people as like a little wisp. Is there any invisible people standing around these circles? Like little wisps of people?
What's the range?
30 feet.
Can I go up to him and heal him?
I would be walking around, but I would have stopped when I saw Crimeny fall over. So I guess we could say I'm right there.
Does the knife, the chef knife, require attunement?
You don't get any pings outside the ones you already
Am I supposed to see this person?
Yeah, you see them now, crouched behind the altar.
Okay.
I'm gonna
I
ask,
throw my lightning spear at him.
ask all of you to roll initiative.
Damn.
Okay.
Okay.
Natural 2 plus 1, 3. I'll write that down.
What's my initiative stuff?
Well, wait, is Crimeny rolling initiative while dead? Right, when,
Oh, I got 8.
so 12.
No, total.
Oh.
More.
It's up to the chat.
Oh.
It's like
Okay. Oh.
Actually, it would probably be over hit points.
If it's just hit points, you're full dead, which is fine, and that's what you want to rule it as.
I don't have it down on paper, so for now we won't say that. I haven't written that. I haven't thought about it very much yet.
No, choose Brom. Kill Brom. Mori can come. Although I know, don't do it yet, because we want to introduce Mori. Okay, you don't seem to care about Brom, because Brom asks you to do things, and you're like, no, I don't care about Brom things. I'm gonna put myself in danger. Sure you are.
Oh,
I'm just a metal shit? That's hurtful. Oh.
Crimeny and Brom initiative.
I typed in a chat 3, and he typed it.
Yeah.
3 and 8.
3 as well.
No, 3 and 8. Brom 3, Crimeny 8.
All right, so Leo, it's you first.
Damn, a 26.
Leo, you look at this creature, and you get this
What's it on monkey?
terrible feeling of familiarity and dread.
Does he have a dick between his legs? Oh no! That's a like a tunic, not a hanging cock.
All right. So Leo pulls out both his swords, and he immediately charges in. So 1, 2, 3.
How do I pull out the order? Because I accidentally got rid of that.
How do you pull up what?
The order.
Oops.
Combat encounter.
Huh?
What happened?
Order. Oh.
And then you can drag it over to the side in order to pull it out.
Yeah,
Like
so
that?
here, well, I would probably rule it. I would probably rule it that hit points would be dead.
Okay.
I'll let you
I mean,
roll
if I'm
again.
dead, I'm dead.
I didn't-
That's fair.
I didn't write that down though, so I'll let you roll again. I'm just picking that on the spot right now, so you can roll that. Just these are the stakes now, you know.
All right. So
Am I rolling the d20 again?
Yeah, do your intelligence save. Just because it seems a little shitty to make it the rule on the spot.
14.
That kills you.
14 plus 1, 15 total.
Okay.
Okay,
So it's not max damage. You take
But you're
49
still dead.
points of psychic damage.
He was at 31 earlier, I believe.
21.
Okay, 31, 21. So you said 49?
49.
Okay, so all 31 is gone. 49 is 18 more, so he's got 3 hit points left.
Ah.
But you're not full dead.
Yeah.
Alright, what are you doing, Leo?
Okay, so Leo is pissed. He just saw one of his teammates just like fall down and basically pass out. So
Oh wait, I should.
he charges forward towards this guy and attacks with bolt type. Wait, do I get
And you
cunning?
can mute yourself.
No.
You're not hidden.
Okay, yeah. I'm just gonna.
Woo! Is that a natural 20 in order to start it off? God damn. With the voltage damage too? It's another d6? Or it's another 6 actually, because I think it's a magical effect.
Oops, I forgot to do this.
1d6 plus 6 plus 6 plus 5 plus.
Well, that's just my attack roll.
I know, I was trying to think of all the things that would be added.
Watch the cord here.
Should I do damage roll?
Yeah, roll damage.
Is that a crit?
Yeah. Natural 20s are always great. God damn.
Holy shit.
And that's sneak attack as well.
Even bigger.
No, he does, because he's alone with the creature.
Oh, true. Swashbuckler. Yeah, roll cunning strike crit as well.
Oh my god.
So it's a 1d6 plus 4 plus. Why the 1d6 again?
What do you mean?
Why is there another 1d6 and a plus 12 there?
The extra lightning damage for voltage.
I thought it was just plus 6 because it's a magical effect.
This is kind of a mix of mechanics.
Okay, no, okay, that's fine.
The
I'm
target's an extra 1d6.
Double checking.
Just a
Calf is itchy.
Alright, roll that.
Yeah, it's critical. Yeah, it's critical. Holy shit.
Holy fucking hell.
We can see its health bar, by the way, if you don't want us to see it.
Alright, and then I'm gonna come around with my other backhand attack.
Roll another natural 20. Do it. Blow us all away. Possible.
Did that do anything?
Possible, but not.
Hey, Oliver, do you have that cooler thing in here?
Did that do anything?
You go to strike, and it just raises its arm, and it just slams into it. And this reminds you of when you trained back with your father, and how some of the people you fought against would just straight up block with their arms.
Oh, fuck, I didn't do that. Oh.
Give me a second. They seem to have thick enough skin.
They're the Aiel from the Wastes. That's another book.
Would it be an action point to, like, ask them something and they pass?
If you want to make a check, yes. Not, no, it's not.
Yeah, I'm not a vacuum.
If you just want to talk, you can just talk.
Okay, I want to ask you, I'm like, you seem familiar. Have we fought before?
Do demon voice, Alex. Demon voice.
It does not reply.
Damn.
No.
Is that it?
Alex's eyes go white. He goes.
Literally next day.
She gets fucking possessed. Hair flies out.
Yeah, my
starts flopping.
Alright, what are you doing?
My turn's over. That was it.
Okay. The creature is going to. God, I'm doing sessions on my laptop.
You can always take my setup, Alex. I'll run the laptop.
Yeah, I don't want to. Alright, the creature is going to look at it. It doesn't even say anything. It doesn't move. It doesn't. There's nothing. It just looks at you, Leo. I need you to make a intelligence saving throw.
Oh God, I'm not intelligent.
I'm so dumb.
Oh yeah, saving throw. Give me a second. Intelligence. Oh wait, I do have a proficiency.
Do not roll a natural 1 because that is probably enough to full kill anybody.
21. Can you do something for me?
Holy shit! You actually succeeded. So you take half. So you take.
Oh.
8. Oh wait, that would. You take 19 points of psychic damage.
Only if we had a Kalistar.
I have a question, Alex.
Yes.
So it's doing
What's the number?
It was
38? 38? Or 39?
Yes, Sean. What's your question?
So he's using like psychic abilities. Is that magical at all in any way?
It is magical.
Okay.
Alright, and that's all he does. Ara, it's your turn.
I'm going to. Is Crimeny still down?
No.
I got 3 health.
Yeah, he's low.
He's low?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, he's low but not down.
I gotta
Yeah, we can see his stamina bar, but not his HP for some reason.
Oh, this is I'm going to quickly heal him.
No, you're seeing it. It's just he's got his stamina bar that's empty, and his HP bar is in the middle, sandwiched between his Moxie Point bar, the purple one. There should be 3 bars there, but
I think the purple is my resolve.
Yeah, it's his resolve.
No.
You only see one? Okay.
What you're casting just at first level?
Just at first level? No, I'm just fucking with you.
Sorry, I didn't mean to put that in the chat.
You're fine.
Are you healing him? Oh, 2 ones.
Damn, motherfucking sucks.
Crimeny,
We're rolling a lot of
you
ones today.
Well, what did that do to him?
Crimeny, your
His nose
blood
stopped bleeding.
is-
His ears are though.
It did not. He is still just like gushing blood. Crimeny, it feels like your brain was about to explode. Which you get the sense that if you failed, it would have literally.
Wait, is he human?
Crimeny?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, he's the only human.
Yeah.
Ah, fucking weirdo.
Yeah, that's
Wait, do I-
because this ability actually has a flaw.
Can I give him a potion?
It's 2 AP to beat somebody else's potion. Yeah, you can give it to him for 1, and then you can take it for 1.
I mean, she's only cast a spell this turn, so she's still got 4 AP left.
You know what? Does everyone got healing potions, right?
We should have.
Oh yeah, Leo. Also,
I've got one left.
Close, Leo. You see, in one hand, it's holding this amorphous-looking blob of metal.
Interesting.
How?
I don't know what to do. I guess I'll take 2 action points to feed him a potion.
Alright.
Did he add the 7 from earlier?
No.
He's got 10 now. And then... How much did he heal from the potion?
We're gonna see. 15!
Sorry, that was a hiccup.
So 7 plus 15? Right? Or is it no?
Yeah.
Wait, 7 plus... Why is it 7 plus 15? Oh, wait, yeah, never mind.
7 from earlier.
Wow, I feel my
21.
intestines seeping back inside myself.
Your brain is holding it
Phew!
barely. Bless you.
That was a cough, Alex.
I don't care.
He'll be fine. I'm gonna use my last 2 action points to hurl an arrow at the
Go for it.
Shoot Leotorin in the back of the head, he's dead.
No. What are you talking about?
Yeah, up there.
Oh, you talking about?
Talking about?
Eacher.
I never succeed with the fucking bow! What do I...
See, you knock an arrow and you fire, and it goes a little too wide as the Leotorin does hide behind Leo and a body. Crimeny, it's your turn.
Oh, whoops! I'm dragging my character. My bad. Okay. I guess first thing I'm going to do is restore a little bit of my stamina. I'm going to use a little bit of my resolve to do that.
Well, actually, the ability only activates use reaction when your resolve gets turned.
Well, I have another one that can restore.
Oh, okay. You could have used that earlier, and we just forget that it exists.
I didn't want to use it then,
Oh,
or
okay.
whatever. Unless, I was.
Is it what,
going to
brace up?
die. But I mean, at the same time, I wouldn't. If I was going to die from that, I wouldn't have an actual chance to get my head explode. And if it's a psychic attack. Is there a skill? Yeah, I think. You spend 1 action point, 1 resolve. To brace.
Yeah, y'all are fucking dumb.
You're next level. Okay. Yeah, I'll spend 1 resolve and an action point for brace up. And what is that? With dice, I can't. It's too small font. You can spend 1 action point and.
You get a number of stamina points equal to a roll of your fisticuffs die, which is a d6, plus your pugilist level, which is 3. So a d6 plus 3 plus your constitution modifier. So a d6 plus 6.
If I'm using Cestus, is it technically a d8?
No.
Damn.
So d6 plus 6.
5,
11.
6, 11.
The burst heal.
Yeah. I'm gonna do that again because if that thing can hit that hard, I want to be able to survive it when it comes again. So I'm gonna spend a second resolve for that.
Alex, I have a question. I don't know if it's. Are you doing another one?
So that's 8. Yeah.
So you're using all your resolve points for.
Yeah. Because I want to at least be able to survive another hit if it does something like that again.
This might be slightly metagamey, but is that ability on a recharge? Like, did you mention that at all? Because I know sometimes you'll roll
to rest. You get the result
for like a dragon's breath or something, and usually it's a whole thing.
Bloodied.
See if it gets it back.
Okay. And then I'm gonna spend some extra points to close the distance between us. So can I move on this? I can. 1, 2, 3. It's 3 spaces, right? That I can move for a single action point. Okay. Is there a mechanic on this that I could use to measure distance?
Yeah, there's a rule.
You see the ruler right here? It should be on the left side of your screen.
Yeah.
You click on that, and then when you hold left click and drag, it should measure for you.
It's 13.
And if you're throwing something, you start at your square and then go to the person.
Okay. Alright.
So it's 6 spaces for your portal punch.
And then. Let's see. It's 10 spaces.
It's 50 feet.
Okay. I'm just gonna save the 1 action point on my turn here, because either way I wouldn't be able to do anything, so. Alright, that's my turn. I'm gonna just end it right there.
Alright, Beavis.
Oh, this is really hot. Holy shit. Music is really cool.
Beavis got skipped.
No, did Beavis?
Okay, I put it on my shoulder. My
That's just in spaces, not.
Oh shit! She moves faster because of no. Didn't she have something that increased her movement speed just recently?
That was level 8.
Yeah, I know, but I thought she was already 4. No, she wasn't. That's Aura. That's at 4.
Where is she, like?
And quick question for the DM: since Brom's like 8-ish feet tall, and then Beavis is 2-ish feet tall, would she be like 10-ish feet in the air when she's flying off of my shoulder?
What if she asks Brom to throw her? How much distance could she cover then?
Since she's a tiny creature and I count as I can count as huge,
Yeah.
like 30 or 40-ish
You have
feet.
to start
Probably.
at yourself.
Could she save a lot of space doing that then?
You have to
Well,
start
I'm
at
going
your
before, and
level.
we'd have to skip her turn.
You'd have to skip if you did that?
No, I'm going after her. So if we're doing that, she'd have to wait until it's my turn for me to throw her, and then she might as well just move.
You can't just ask a character to do that? Okay.
Start at yourself.
30. What's the
20
mechanic
feet away.
here that looks like a target? It's a mechanic that looks like a
If you hover over, it tells you.
Oh.
Select targets.
95 to hit. That hits.
Controls, arrow notes. Okay.
And then she has that crit range up or down or whatever you call it.
Oh, Beavis, since you're exhausted, it's minus a d4 d6. And you only move 2 spaces instead of... I forgot, because you're exhausted. Would you have had enough action points to attack? Yeah, even if you rolled a 4 on that, you would still hit, so you're
Oh no, you hit, so your crit range goes up or down or whatever the fuck.
Does the runic... Does it get an extra d6? What's that extra d6?
It's the lightning bullets or buckshot or whatever that she made or put in her.
Yeah.
Hey, push it.
He didn't target you.
But I have rolled intelligence.
You didn't.
Alright, let me
Nope, it's just the one time. Minus d4. Miss. You blast out. The pellets hit, but they just hit and then fall down.
Hey Alex, one second. I just double checked. Boomstick does add a +1 to damage and attack rolls.
Yeah, I was thinking the d6 was maybe like extra fire damage. And I was like,
I know, but when we were doing the arenas, we established that she didn't have the +1 +1.
Oh yeah.
So she should have done 14 damage earlier.
Wait, what about +1 to attack rolls?
Yeah.
So would 17 hit?
No.
Oh wait, what the fuck am I doing? Oh, it's so bright.
I fixed the shotgun. Alright, so I'll mark off the extra one damage. Didn't do that.
On my turn.
Alright, Charlemagne.
Alrighty. I'm a little suspicious of this guy. Because you mentioned that like he looked at people and then did that like heavy, or he did that like psychic attack.
Yeah.
Does he need like line of sight in order to?
Lost the Deadeye. Does he need line of sight? You don't know.
Can I roll to see if like he needs line of sight?
Roll psionics.
What would Oh boy.
He does need line of sight, but you know what this creature is. This is a Dalekeer. This is from the realm of madness, another plane in the cosmology of Eberron. These creatures are essentially like, they're almost like alien sleeper agents, kind of. They're meant to look very beautiful, like very beautiful, normal people, but then they are like madness incarnate. It does need line of sight, but it has a special type of sight that it can even see through stuff like invisibility. So you need a.
Can it see through objects?
You don't think so?
Hide behind the brazier.
How big are these like little like altars with these books?
They're tall enough for you to crouch by. Oh, those small ones? They're not.
Yeah, like these guys.
They're not that big. They've got a thin base.
Okay. All right. Well, do I have to mark off an action point for that?
Yes.
Okay. So, did you mark one off for me, or?
I did.
Oh,
Well,
I
with
must have
that
forgotten.
roll, would you know that the distance of true sight?
No.
But anyhow, I'm going to shoot his ass with Siphon. I'm within range, correct?
You do have two allies in the way, so there's
Oh.
a chance if you miss, but you're high enough, you might hit one of them.
How do I measure distance again?
There's a ruler on the left.
Oh, that's right.
Also, since you are exhausted, you do have -1 speed to your speed. So you only move 2 spaces with 1 action.
Bro, guys, we should have just played.
Okay. If I move here, would that still mean that Leotorin's in the way?
Less so, but still a little bit.
Damn it. So wait, if I shoot the guy, am I gonna also do damage to Jimmy?
No, it's if you miss, but your roll is still high enough, it might hit Leo.
Gretchen's
So
barking at the door.
It's a low chance. Oh, could you get Gretchen?
Oh.
What are you doing?
Alright, I'm gonna shoot this guy. I don't have enough time.
From here?
Yeah.
Alright. So subtract the d4 because you are exhausted.
Oh.
You make a shot. Leo, you hear a whiz next to your head as this bullet flies past.
Hey, watch it.
I'm gonna shoot one more time. Okay.
You blast again, and this time the bullet hits the shoulder of the creature, but it hits, and then the flattened lead just falls down onto its chest.
What the fuck?
Huh?
Okay. I'm going to save my last action point then.
And then that's your turn.
Yeah.
Right, Brom.
Sorry, I should have thought of what I was supposed to do, but I was trying to think of a way to blind it, but I don't have anything that can do that. I guess I will. We already established that Brom didn't see any other specks of light around it besides. None at all. Never mind. Alright, so I will still Kriega, and then when I get big, instead of pulling out my normal greatsword, I'll pull out the Beshek greatsword. Bieshik? Bieshk. Bieshkevich. Brom doesn't know how it's supposed to be pronounced, okay? He's dumb.
You're a language guy, and you're smart.
Could I have expanded this way?
Sure.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't mean to move my character. Okay.
And so that's one action point. I have 5 left. I move slow as fuck. That's not a good idea. Alright, I'll just start moving. 1, 2. I'm assuming I can step over that.
Well, you'd step around.
2. 3, 2, and it's not within my range. That's 3 points. I have 2 left. I will. Something you want to activate? Besides. No? Okay. I will smack it with the ballsack greatsword.
Go for it.
It's a natural 2, so that doesn't hit. That's my turn.
Alright, Leo.
Alright, so what I'm gonna do is I'm going to.
Yeah, over.
I'm gonna use blinding debris on him.
And that's a con save.
For me?
No, for the enemy. That's a con save. I believe.
Oh wait, let me
Yeah, okay. So it's a con save. It's an 11.
I'm just unmuting my mic real quick. Oliver's stepping out to put the phone out in the fireplace out back.
Phone?
Yeah, because I was getting a bit of a burny smell from something or whatever. I don't know.
Jesus.
Yeah, so we're just putting it out back just in case.
Alright.
It's really pillowed out, so I don't know what any of that means really.
you have to compare that in my character sheet or
We can't hear you,
so
Jimmy.
Look at your, yeah, it's not hard. Your DC is 14, so that fails. So.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm still gonna disengage. Use my disengage action.
Yeah, so you can spend 1 action point, then you can move.
Smelling.
Yeah, 1
That's
action
one.
point. You disengage, so you can move, and none of that provokes opportunity attack.
Okay. So, both the blinding debris and the disengage, is that 2 action points together?
Blinding the together. That's
Okay.
Alright, so
and
roll
I'm
that
going
exploit die for damage.
Exploit.
Gretchen is knocked out.
Oh, is she?
Yeah. Eliza's showing her on the camera.
Cool.
Slumped.
3.
3 points of piercing damage.
And then I'm going to take another step back. 1, 2, 3. And I want to see. Wait, that's another action point. Because I was thinking it's got to be important. I'm going to unequip my my scimitar.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna equip the Vaishik short sword.
Alright.
Is that 2 action points for that?
It's 1
So
action
I'm-
point to like switch stuff.
I'm gonna keep my Bolt's Edge on me just in case.
Alright.
So that is another action point. I'm looking for 2 action points. In my turn now.
Alright. So give me a quick second.
Okay, so 2 points for next.
Alright, so it's gonna go, but first I need to add this blinding condition.
Hey, you can expect some damage from that. I'm trying something. It did. I don't know if it did much. We're pulling up the new weapon.
Alright, so the creature cannot see. So is Brom there?
No.
Alright, at the start of its turn, you guys see as its body begins to stitch itself back together.
What the fuck?
And then it is going to. I'm actually going to Google this.
Oh, Oliver's back.
What's wrong?
It stitched its body back together.
Okay. Is it my turn?
Not yet. Alright, so it is actually blinded even though it has true sight. But it did see Brom, so it's gonna make 2. It's gonna make a void strike against Brom.
Disadvantage?
Yeah. It's a 16.
And you just be careful. Oh, he's coming up.
You speaking, Eliza?
No, that's a 16 to hit, Brom.
Oh, a glancing blow.
Eliza, you can unmute since you're all the way over here. That is 20 points of damage.
Okay.
And you see the strike similar to Crimeny's seems to rip through space-time. As you see its fingers seem to claw through space, and all you see almost like the veil of reality get torn with its claws, and behind it all you see is just a dark void. So that was 2 action points, so now it's gonna spend...
Oh, I thought it was making 2 attacks against me.
No. It is going to teleport.
Eliza, mute yourself. That is major echo.
I was told to unmute.
I'll take a reactionary attack.
It's not. It's teleporting.
Oh, okay.
5. That's a 1. Actually, yeah, it's gonna make a second attack.
He turned around. You know what?
I have a question. Does it need to see the spot in order to teleport?
Yeah, that was a natural one.
Do you hear me?
So that second one's a natural one, 13.
Doesn't it just miss with a natural one?
Oh, yeah. So that second strike misses.
But its teleportability, does it need to see where it needs to teleport? Or is it like Dimension Door, you can just choose direction?
Well, you see it teleport immediately afterwards.
Okay.
So, 1. Why won't it move? 1, 2.
Because it's in love with me.
Wait, did it just leave your range?
It's teleporting, technically.
Oh. Narrator.
Holy shit.
Alright, Ara.
Get ready. Next.
Where is it going? Look at shoot it from all the way. Get out my thing. Get out my measure. Is it 180?
180. What's 180 divided by 5? That's 90. So no, you can still hit it.
I'm a fucking
180 divided by 5 is not 30.
With my longbow.
No, I'm wrong.
It's 36. I'm stupid.
Give me both.
So yeah, you can still hit it.
Hell yeah. I'm not fucking moving. I'm using my longbow again. And I'm just gonna knock. Or I'm gonna, attack.
This thing does not want to enter my range.
16.
The arrow breaks on its shoulder.
Okay, let's do it again.
It broke on his shoulder. You do it again?
Yeah.
Wait, broke on his shoulder.
Ara, don't you have those special arrows?
Yeah, it's
She's got arrowheads.
It doesn't even seem to be trying to dodge these. It is just they are breaking on the spot.
Oh, it's gonna almost be your turn.
I don't know what else I can do.
Out of curiosity, who has the aberrant bars or whatever? The shining metal or purple bars.
Yeah, 2 per arrow, I think.
Who has the aberrant shining purple bars?
Ara has 200 pounds of Bayash in the bag holding.
Could I just try to fucking fling one at it?
Holy shit.
From that range, Ara's got an arm like that.
Yeah, tell me about it. Fucking chucking a 10-pound ingot fucking 100 feet.
Spirals.
An Olympic athlete.
Can I get an ingot, but like, can I like knock it on my bow? And, like,
That's
That is not how that works.
Yeah.
I would say you would have had looted Bayash arrows.
Yeah, because we were doing. I found bolts, and then I asked if there was arrows, and he said you could find them, and then we forgot about it.
Oh.
That is not true.
Wait, what is Eliza saying? I can't hear her at all.
Yeah, that doesn't help. Something but not
Ara
true.
would've done it.
Yeah, Ara would have done it.
Well, no, Brom specifically was looking for arrows, and Alex told me I could find them, and then I was like, okay, that's what I do, and then we moved on, and then we never talked about it again. So I found the bolts, and then asked if there were arrows.
Alright, Ara, you can knock a Bayash arrow.
Hell yeah. Attack again!
This time with the
Yes.
I wanted to grab an.
Oh,
Holy shit, why are we rolling so bad today?
Fire this one, and it goes to fly towards it, and it does actually try to block this one. As it flies towards it, it does a void strike, and you see the arrow, it doesn't get broken, it doesn't get knocked to the side, it just gets erased from existence as its claw
Guys,
Every-
get your
yeah.
daggers out.
Get your special weapons out.
Yeah, I'm the one who pulled the greatsword out. No one else paid attention to Brom.
All right,
No.
Crimeny.
Okay. I gotta measure some distance real quick.
He's very far away.
Yeah.
Not within 30 feet.
I gotta do a little bit of a distance measurement. Twenty spaces. Alright. Well, I am going to use... That's gonna be 2 moves. Alright, I'm going to... Fuck. I don't actually know if it's a good idea to. For now, I'll just close the distance. Alright. So, how do I move my camera? Oh, yeah, okay. Can I move diagonally like that? Oh, I can. Okay. So, that's what? 1, 2, 3. That's 1 movement. I saved 1 point, so I should have been at 7. Now I'm down to 6. 2, 3. Now that's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 3. Let me move my camera. Now, how far am I from that? Every square is 5 feet, right?
Yeah.
Alright. 2? I think that's 6. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna punch the fuck out of this thing. Alright, so I have to roll a d20 for attack, right?
Yeah.
Alright, yeah. 17 plus my strength modifier?
Plus.
That is 5, so 23 plus proficiency.
Mhm.
So 25 to hit.
That hits. Roll damage.
And then you get your free extra attack after that.
Yeah.
And damage is a D8 now, because you got your plated gauntlet.
Yeah, that's right. Thank you for reminding me. Just gotta find the D8. I am blind. I see it right here. Thank you, though. 7 plus strength, so that's 13. Do I add anything beyond strength? No? Alright, so the first punch is 13 damage.
Alright, you watch as your fist goes through the portal and hits it, ripping through space-time as it did. You watch as it recoils, and it seems to take more damage.
Oh, can I assume that since I witnessed this thing do what I do or whatever, and use portals to attack, this thing can also do null damage?
Yeah, it did some to...
Try and bring it closer to us.
Bring it closer. Grappling and pull it? I don't have any pull abilities like that for range.
For your portal punch, I'm pretty sure you do.
To bring it closer?
I thought you
No, that's the next tier.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and roll for my next attack. So
Oh no, you can spend 1 action point, 1 resolve to grapple the target. If you do, you can pull it to you. So, yeah.
I already spent all my resolve though.
Yeah. So you could have.
Yeah. Alright, so 18 plus 5, that's 23, plus 4 is 25. Alright, 25 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
And it's a D8. 4 plus 5 is 9.
9 points of damage.
9 points of damage.
Oh, yeah. Again, it seems to
Where's
take
she
more
barking
than
at?
you'd expect. I don't know what she's barking.
Oh, is it cat on the other side of the door? Ozzy's over here, so. I don't know.
How many action points do you have left, Elliott? Because you
1.
Well, remember you get your free attack.
Yeah, I just did my free attack.
Okay, that's so you have 1 action point left.
Oh, by the way, so I actually do have a question about that. You guys, did you just mute?
No.
Oh. So Oliver's referring to it as a free attack. If it is like a 1-2 combo and the second attack of the combo is a free attack, do I still have to consume 2 action points to attack?
No.
It's 2 action points to do the.
Because it's
Yeah.
1 attack and a free attack.
Yeah, that's how we've been running it this whole time.
Yeah,
you
I know.
You spend 2 action points to attack, and then if that one hits, you get another free attack.
Oh, okay. Sure.
That's how
Can
we've
you
been
see-
running it.
Oh, okay.
Wait, are you out?
I still have 1 action. I don't know if there's anything I really want to.
You can try and break vision, maybe.
There's no way to break vision. You said that's too small to crouch behind, so.
Well, it's a bigger circle. Maybe it's a bigger brazier thing. I don't know.
No, I mean, I'd assume that, like, the ones on the outer sides of the circles are different than ones in the middle or different size. I imagine.
I was fully expecting someone to get like fucking teleported away when they stepped in the circle. Just,
Yeah, that's what I was thinking right off her too. I was kind of tempted to just walk into the middle of it and go whoop. Anyways, I think I'll end my turn there.
Alright. Beavis.
This thing has a lot of range. There's no point in backing up. I'd rather save the point.
Beavis.
Beavy-coon. Hey.
Oh.
Oh.
we're all just moaning now.
Yeah.
Moan.
Yawn.
I like how that made Alex yawn. It triggered his response. Wait, where'd Angel and Jimmy go? Oh, Angel's there.
Hello, Angel.
Trying to find my fucking cat.
Do you have cat treats or something?
What are you doing, Beavis?
I'll try calling him.
Hey Alex, while we're waiting, I have a question.
Yes.
So, with Pass Without Trace, so it says a veil of shadows and silence radiates from you, masking you and your companions from detection. For the duration, each creature you choose within 30 feet has a plus 10 bonus to dexterity, stealth checks, and can't be tracked except by magical means. So, if I cast this, could that possibly disrupt his psychic attack that requires him to, like, look at you?
You don't know.
Oh, damn it.
You're gonna try throwing dagger. Yeah, subtracted D4.
Wait, doesn't a dagger have like a throwing thing?
Yeah, it's
Right?
still in the long range now.
Because she's already
You
exhausted.
want to throw the Bayesh dagger? So it's minus
So-
6 'cause you're Dexterity and proficiency.
Wait, no, she's within the range. Oh, wait, no, never mind.
So 1 plus So 8. You chuck the dagger, and it again dodges out of the way of this one. It does seem to fear the Bayashki.
That was 2 points.
Yes. Alright, Charlemagne.
Alright, so,
They're not daggers.
I have a Bayash greatsword that I pulled out.
By any chance, is it possible that I have Bayashka bullets?
Nah.
Fuck, because I know I asked earlier, like,
How are you gonna
can
make bullets by exploring a dungeon?
You know, magic.
It's a magical world.
Can I? Okay, so I'm gonna do. I want to check if, like, so like I notice obviously like when we try to shoot him, like the bullets just like bounce off. Is he by any chance like weak against magic attacks? Is there like an investigation I can do for that?
Do psionics. The ammunition is not breaking on him because like he's immune to it or anything. It's just it's not landing hard enough, so the rolls aren't high enough. And also, you actually do know, as a psionic creature, this specific one actually has resistance to magical effects.
Okay.
Any materia abilities would be bad against it.
All right.
It really just seems that null damage seems to be the way to hit this thing. And unless you hit it with null damage, it's going to be regenerated. Or by action.
Are you guys hearing double in me when I do this?
Lily, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we
You
can
guys
hear
hear me?
Oliver.
He moved over to my back. Can you still hear him when he talks?
Yeah.
So this guy is 25 spaces away, so it's 125 feet. Is he still within range of Siphon? I can't.
I forgot the range of Siphon. I'm pretty sure it's within.
Okay, I'm gonna try and pop a cap up in his ass. He's too far away for me to try and use a dagger.
Minus that D4, remember?
Oh yeah.
That just barely hits.
Okay. So, damage.
And so this time the bullet hits, and you see it sink into the shoulder, and it has to strain itself to push the bullet out of the wound as its muscles tense.
Okay, I'm gonna shoot him again.
Go for it.
I have to do a minus D4, right? Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, this one goes wide as you're trying to avoid shooting your friends.
God damn.
And again, yeah, you're drained. After having been knocked unconscious and then brought back up by magic, your aim is off. As you release 3 shots and the one lands true. Brom.
I get some water.
2.
I think you have your mic unmuted.
50 feet.
Oh. He's coming with you.
120 feet. Alright, I'll throw my javelin of lightning at it. And I have to make doesn't make a save, I just have to make an attack roll with it.
Subtract the D12.
A D12?
Yes. That is a materic magic item.
It doesn't hit, that's a natural 6.
Alright, yeah, you go to throw it at it, and you watch as it turns into a lightning bolt, and it just moves to the side, and you watch it almost bends space around itself as the bolt, as you swear the javelin should have hit, even in its lightning form, but it just goes around, almost bending around.
Okay. I'll just move towards it. 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 2. That is the end of my turn.
Oh my god.
Sorry, I didn't realize I was muted. Having switched my weapons, I'm gonna go in for another attack, so I'm gonna have to, like, really hustle my way over there. Oh, shoot. So, 1, 2, 3. Three.
Wait, I have a question.
Yes.
If it's blind, how does it know I'm throwing a materia thing at it?
It's a passive. It's not actively bending space around. It just happens.
1, 2, 3.
His mic is picking us up.
Yeah, you're getting, whenever you speak, Elliott, it's coming from your mic and this mic.
What's up?
Whenever you speak, it's coming, you're being picked up by my mic and your own mic, so you gotta remain muted.
Oh, no, I'm muted. You're hearing me through Andrew's mic.
Well, no, you're not muted on Discord. Are you muted on the mic itself?
Yeah. If it was coming from me or whatever, my thing would be flaring green around the edges.
Yeah, what are you, Oliver? A noob?
I'm like counting my moves here. Yeah, I'm gonna end my turn there. That is 7 action points that I just spent.
Alright. So the Dalekeer is going to look around at the situation, not regenerate because it's taken damage, null damage, and then it is going to just, you guys watch as it like panic looks around, and you watch as it like puts its hands together and then just disappears.
Do I see a ping, or did it teleport?
It is,
so I'm within 30 feet.
It is gone.
Okay.
And you guys stand around for a bit, looking around, waiting for something to happen, and it seems to have just left.
You fucking.
God damn it.
Language, young lady.
Language.
So, I think we should all group back up.
Oh wait, where'd it go? I'm sorry.
We're not combat.
Can I hear what he said?
No, I didn't. I zoned out. No offense.
It teleported away.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I will walk over and grab my
We're all gathering around the circle.
javelin.
Yeah, and you're getting, similar to upstairs, Brom, you're getting concentration pings from each of these teleportation circles.
Okay. I'll head over towards nothing on like the floor or anything, right?
Where the creature teleported from, you see this small blob of almost white with hints of other colors in it, like metal.
Okay. Is it magical?
It does ping as magical.
What kind of magic?
Primarily conjuration.
Okay.
Investigate where the dude teleported flew into the sky.
I'll pick it up.
You pick it up, and immediately when you pick it up, it becomes solid into like a cube. But you feel it, and it feels completely solid. But you just know touching it, you can shape it to be whatever you want it to be.
So intrinsically, it turns into a cube when I pick it up, right? So you said. But then if I I can mold it.
It seems to be the shape it was in, and you notice looking at it. It has similar teleportation-looking circle marks on each face.
Do the teleportation marks match any of the symbols on the floor?
They look vaguely similar. Like, they have some of the same markings, but make a materia check.
God, I am just not rolling higher than a fucking 10 today. Well, it's a 10 total plus 7. Or no, it's not plus 7. It's plus 5. 15.
It seems like just overlap by virtue of it being them both being teleportation circles, but this item seems to have come from here, so potentially could be some overlap.
Now, is there, if I like wander around to the center where all these purple podiums are and stuff, does there seem to be like a podium, something that's just meant to be placed in?
Not that you can see.
If I look up right where I am right now, do I see anything? Like, is there like a ceiling, or is it like, does it keep going up?
Yeah, do I get any pings of magic where you initially teleport?
Is it just the same as the rest of the ceiling?
Yeah.
Okay.
Guys,
light up all the torches and summon a demon.
Has so many torches to light. I'm gonna quickly check something. I still have the thing I'm carrying, but I want to go to this corner wall. There was another staircase going the other direction. I'm gonna press up against the wall and see if I can.
went up.
Oh, went up?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, still, just to match the pattern, I'll investigate this wall to see if there's any specific door or something. 18.
You don't find any type of door or anything like that.
I will investigate this entire wall.
Alright, so you're spending your time doing that. What's everyone else doing?
Another check?
I think we should pull out what's his face.
Sure, make one more for the rest of the room.
We should
15 total.
You're gonna pull out Machi?
We should pull him out.
We gotta be very careful with that.
Since you said that residue that Brom was inspecting can be shaped into anything, and what was
private
left over from what?
No, just send me the roll you got. I didn't hear you.
And you said that was it leftover residue from it teleporting? Something?
No, from what Leo saw, it was holding it.
Oh, okay.
When you guys
I misheard you then. My bad. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, but you search the whole room. You don't find any types of secret doors or anything like that.
And then I imagine we can. At some point in searching, I fucking shrink back to normal Brom. Change that. And I. Oh fuck! I didn't delete. Okay, Brom is expanded.
Hey, Brom.
He has become God.
Yeah, real quick.
What's everyone else doing?
Is there any way I can make bullets with
not right now, not this instant, but with time, yeah.
I think the best course of action would be to investigate those altars in the center.
Yeah, what did these books say? Is it just more symbols and runes and shit?
It seems to be some kind of chant.
I read it in my head and don't say it out loud. What does it say? If you can. Sorry, Leotorin.
It's some kind of, you assume, like, teleportation ritual.
Okay.
In that case, I might want to read that.
How long did it take me to look around? Was it a couple minutes?
It took you a while if you're thoroughly trying to check this entire room.
Alright, well, I imagine if the enemy hasn't come back by now, he's not going to come back. We can pull Machi out to see if he can figure out what the hell this little orb is.
If I read this chant, is there anything that I'd be able to glean from it or whatever? Teleportation and such?
Make
Being
a
that my
intuitive
game
check.
is all about portals?
Can I help him?
Sure. You guys pulling Machi out?
Yeah. Unless Sage wants to. Got a D4.
What is with me and
Add a
nines? And a D4?
Yeah, I'm helping you.
Oh.
Alright, you pulling Machi out?
Yeah.
13
so 13.
plus what your materia
It's
is.
probably 0.
0. 13 for Crimeny.
Alright. Yeah, you get the sense
Much
this is, these are teleportation circles. With these chants, they will send you somewhere. To some other connected teleportation circle.
Oh, they look so different from the single. I'm like,
So I approach Machi with the orb and I ask him if he knows what this is.
My interest was more so not necessarily where the portals go, but using this for my own self or whatever to further my portal usage and such.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You show the cube to Machi, and before he gets his hands on it and he says, "This is a portal nexus."
What does it do?
Define portals.
It can be attuned to teleportation circles, and used to teleport you to them.
Are these chalk drawings on the floor teleportation circles?
Affirmative.
oh my god, someone's trying to bring back their mother.
What?
And Machi, with your experience with magic, can you tell? Is there any way of looking at all the runes? They obviously mean something. Is there any way to decipher where these go? Do they go to different planes? Do they go to? Okay.
And he says, "It is the item. This particular nexus also seems to be made out of some strange metal.
What metal is that?
I have no record of such a metal."
Is that odd, Machi? Do you find things that you don't know very often? And what was he answering? Was it odd?
He says it's odd.
And I show him one of the books. Do we have to say this chant? Or is this how we?
This presumably activates teleportation.
Okay. Is there any way to tell where these teleportation circles go at all before we step in?
Negative.
Okay. We're gonna into it.
Is there any way to activate the teleportation cube that I have in my hands?
Affirmative.
Do you know how to activate it?
Negative.
Okay.
This metal seems otherworldly. I cannot help you with this. My apologies.
Oh, back in the fucking bag, you use this piece of shit. No, I'm sorry. Okay, Maki. Well, does anyone else have an idea as to how he could help?
Just a while ago, we encountered these enemies that were utilizing this item, and they seem to not like these swords. And I pull out the what is it called?
Yeah, you already identified them earlier.
Ask him or something.
So like, do you know if anything is weak to this type of metal? Any type of creatures?
Aberrations.
Aberrations?
Aberrations.
Aberration.
No, it's abolitionist.
What's that?
What the fuck?
Aberrations are extraplanar alien creatures.
Oh.
So they're not even from Eberron.
Affirmative.
But you said you know them.
They are part of the
apparently-
standard cosmology of Eberron. And he looks over to the metal, and he says, "However, this does not seem to be."
The way that they fought was familiar to me.
So is your dad? Where'd your dad come from?
Is my dad even an elf? I don't know anymore.
Wait, how is it connected to your dad?
He
You said
said
that out loud?
he said that the people that I fought with when I was training under my dad used a similar fighting style. So it was familiar to me. But I don't know.
If Maki says that this metal is not of not of Eberron or its cosmology, then where is it from or whatever?
He said he doesn't know.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't get that part.
So who wants to sing some chants?
What if we go upstairs, guys?
Ring around the teleportation circle. That's too many syllables. Ring.
Do you want to take the teleportation circle, or do you want to go up that other staircase?
That is a good question.
One could cause all of our deaths.
Maki,
The other-
Could also cause our deaths.
Yeah.
when you use a teleportation circle, they're connected, right? So if I go in one, I can if I go in one and go out the other side, I can go out. I can come in the other side and come back where I came from, right?
Affirmative.
Okay. We could always just like teleport in to see what's there and teleport out.
We could
Let's send Brom.
send Beavis.
Such a bad. I mean, wait. Before I go, I'm gonna give. I don't know if it's a good idea to put this fucking teleportation thing inside the bag of holding. I give Crimeny to hold this teleportation thing, and I'll stand in the middle of one of the circles. Someone send me somewhere.
If I teleport Brom with Beavis's cat, can I make him a hybrid like the fly?
My God! Oh,
The fly is beyond the DM's
Fuck that.
time, probably. As an old horror movie. Did you ever watch The Fly, Alex?
No.
Oh, yeah, no.
do I recognize any of the circles? Or do I recognize anything in the room?
You recognize pretty clearly. Make a nature check, actually.
Oh, nature. Cool.
That's right.
Where
Yeah.
nature check?
Yes, sir. Cool.
You very quickly recognize in teleportation circles the phases of the moon cycles, and that they are different moons. So it presumably has to do with the astronomy of Eberron. So
Anyone got a piece of paper and a quill or something?
Beavis
Is it all-
grabbed stuff from upstairs.
Is anyone capable of making illusions?
I am. I think.
Does anyone have minor illusion or something?
Oh, wait, no. Probably not. I have thaumaturgy.
Wait, what are we asking for?
Is anyone capable of making illusions, like minor
I
illusions?
can.
You can always try and recreate, or can you recreate something like this, Charlemagne?
Like what again?
like a picture of the teleportation circle. Just a 5
Yeah.
5 or 5 foot.
I can cast at will a silent image.
No.
And by the way, Andrew, at will doesn't mean that you do it for free.
Oh, I thought it meant I do it for free.
At will
But it's a
is-
cantrip.
At will does mean for free. It is just it still costs action points.
Oh wait.
Yeah,
You know what,
Oliver.
that does make wait. Oh, it is at. You're right. So
Yeah,
whatever,
Oliver.
at will was. I was thinking you can cast it without the fucking like like you need a cat's hair in order to fucking cast it. You just cast it with your hands.
Or does anyone have like a photographic memory?
Brom does.
That's a lot of detail.
Okay, take a picture with your eyes, Brom.
Paint a
Bro.
picture with my eyes.
Take a
Take
picture.
a screenshot.
Well, Crimeny, do you think you're capable of making just a small miniature version of these teleportation circles?
He's just
Just
a Crimeny?
Just using a, or not Crimeny, Charlemagne.
Oh,
Too many
I'm
C's.
like,
Yeah.
So with silent image in the air, you make a sort of copy of the teleportation circle.
He doesn't have silent image.
Yeah.
He has minor illusion.
Yeah, silent.
No, I have silent image.
I know, but it's not at will. Because
Yes, it
wait,
is.
did you take? Did you take the? I thought you took. Oh wait, you're a warlock. You have fucking. Never mind.
Yeah, Oliver trying to fucking metagame.
I asked you about illusions, and I thought you meant minor illusion, because that's what I was asking for.
Mhm.
I was just
Alright.
trying to save you. Hey, these phases of the moon look like my eyeball.
Oh shit! So
I see
I have a
you.
box to draw.
You have a box to draw? What?
Yeah.
You are a box.
What?
So I have to place down a template.
Just click backspace.
Nothing happened.
Screenshot. Cheated.
Yeah, so Charlemagne, you can pretty easily. Well, that's the thing. You need to remember what this looks like, so it would probably be best if you guys like copied it down or something if you wanted to remember what it looked like.
Yeah, Brom, you're a robot. You could draw things pretty well, can't you? You're like a printer.
I mean, can't we just ask Maki to do it? Isn't he like perfect?
Maki?
Maki, can you draw?
I said let's take one of these books on a pedestal and use it as
So we take
drawing paper.
how many sheets of paper? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 sheets of paper, and give him a Machi, and give him a clipboard and a charcoal.
Who has a piece of paper?
The books.
Beavis said she grabbed an ink, like stationery and stuff from upstairs.
I have parchment on me.
I asked earlier and you said no.
Did you? I don't remember. So
God
why did you need
damn it.
paper earlier?
So we could draw the circle and like keep it just in case. I don't know. What if we?
That's
need
what
to
we're
draw-
doing right now.
We might need to like. We might need this teleportation thing later.
Well, Maki,
So-
I didn't get the chance to make the item card, but for the Portal Nexus, if you get the Portal Nexus and press it into the center of the teleportation circle and hold it there for long enough, one of the faces of the teleportation circle of the Nexus will become the teleportation circle, and you'll be able to teleport there.
Oh, so like the whole circle like gets copied onto the face of the Nexus?
Yeah.
Are there any faces that already have a teleportation circle embedded into it?
Yeah.
And do they match?
5 of the faces already have teleportation circles on them.
And do they match the teleportation circles that are in the room here?
A few of them do.
Well, I give Machi the sheets of paper, and does he copy them down well enough? I have an ink bottle, ink pen, and
Actually-
parchment.
Actually, let me correct myself. This would be... The shape is a nonagon, not a cube. So nine sides, and 8 of the faces match the teleportation circles down here. And there's one extra that you don't... That doesn't...
So every single face is filled up.
Yeah, I would say it's. But by the nature of the metal it's made out of, you can shape it to gain additional phases.
And did he explain how it works? Do I need to like press the face in order to go like beep and teleport?
He explains. I didn't get the chance to make the card, but essentially, yeah, you can teleport using it.
Okay.
To your control.
And did it mention it only brings Brom? It brings Brom and 5 creatures near him.
It essentially functions like the teleportation spell.
Okay.
Cast from the cube.
Didn't the queen say that she was looking for an artifact that teleported people?
She said she had
Did
reason
she?
to believe there was something like that here.
Okay.
Well, I mean, we got the objects.
Who wants to teleport Brom?
I do.
Someone's gonna get chanted.
My other leg.
Nobody else can read it.
Oh.
Oh, that's a good point. Well, can I just, as I'm reading it, can I just say it out loud and be like, okay, say after me, blah, 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 and then when I stand in the circle, just say it.
The pronunciation seems to be in the way of it working.
So you're just gonna have to teleport somebody else.
Yeah.
Teleport Leotorin.
Okay. Well, I figured that we need multiple people considering there are multiple altars around.
You can teleport Crimeny.
Whoever's comfortable with being teleported.
I could be teleported.
Wait, yeah. Why doesn't Charlemagne go? He can make himself invisible.
Quick question. Everyone is yawning and it's almost 1 in the morning. Do we want to stop the session for right now? Because I know Eliza's asleep and she doesn't want to miss anything.
I'm honestly kind of starting to fall asleep.
I gotta go get myself in.
Yeah, we can call it here if you guys are tired.
I'm down to keep going, but I know Eliza's going to be upset if she misses stuff. And you're yawning, Andrew's yawning. And I just hate the look on Jimmy's face right now. Just.
God damn it, Jimmy! You frustrate me just
Make a
looking at
different
you.
face, Jimmy.
Yeah, god damn it!
Why'd you choose that one?
I like that one actually.
Why'd you choose that one, Jimmy?
Seduce me, Jimmy, with that face.
Oh, no.
Damn, I just rolled 2 d20s and rolled 2 natural ones. I don't know what's with me today. I didn't roll above like a fucking 10. Rolled 2 9s.
Yeah,
The past few sessions, I've been rolling like poop.
Alright, so that was fun.
Yeah.
Time for another short rest. Brom can never enter combat without turning big. It's not okay.
It's a massive metal cock.
I mean, Brom would be fairly androgynous just because.
I am based off a Greek statue, so I do have a tiny cock. Just like because they always have the small penises.
Well, you're 8 feet, so like in proportion, it would still be massive.
Do you know? I'm talking. You know the statue I'm talking about, like the ancient Greek statues. They always have small penises and balls.
Yeah.
It was a sign of being smart.
When you're 8 feet tall, it's still in like proportion to you. Like even though it's small, it's like huge for everybody else.
Man, my 4-inch soft wing is so small.
Alright.
Oliver's a grower, not a shower.
4-inch soft? What the fuck? That might as well. If he's a grower after 4-inch soft, that's fucking impressive.
Well, I'll let you guys all go to sleep then.
Alright, see you later. It was fun.
Take care.
See you guys.